But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Good morning.
Hi.
Good morning.
Look at everybody.
Piggy.
Look at everyone out there driving to work.
Piggy. How does that one go?
I like that one.
We got to crown a winner today. Piggy.
Everyone.
Ooh, Travis has the winners in his hand. You're not going to let us know who won the Erock audio/jingle contest? When are we doing it? Soon?
Everyone.
I'm not sure if I'm happy with my vote. I don't know what anybody else voted. I'm debating.
Well, Jimmy. You not be happy with your vote.
I just thought about it a lot yesterday.
I'm not happy with the nation's vote. happens.
You could revote.
Yeah, you can always change your vote. You know what's tough is that they were all winners.
They really were good, though.
Yeah. We'll do it a little later.
All right.
God damn.
Do I tell part of that story?
At 6:15?
And do I tell part of that story, or is it too boring?
What?
The kid thing.
No, it's what you...
I'll make it quick.
What you go through. It's life experience.
I had to take my my 6-week-old to a cardiologist yesterday.
Oh,
which is
man.
Downright horrifying. Going into it, to be fair, I'm not like... I don't want to oversell this. Like my pediatrician said, and this is something a lot of parents have to deal with. They're like, we think it's this, which would be no big deal, but just to be safe, let's get our heart checked.
But I like spreading that insurance money around to all the rest of my doctor colleagues, so let's send out for a few tests.
I like your translation, because you know what? I guarantee part of that plays into it.
Yeah.
So you're right.
Yeah.
But what do you do? Like, well, if you think it's no big deal, let's go with the no big deal.
Right.
So we don't have to deal with going to a cardiologist with a 6-week-old.
That's craziness.
But, of course, you got to do that just to be on the safe side. So I was at the cardiologist for about 3 hours yesterday. And the story is not really about my kid and the cardiologist. Because in the
everything's fine.
In the end, everything checked out fine. I just had to go through this fucking bullshit, right? Which a lot of parents go through.
Yeah.
But it's about the fucking technician at this fucking place. And I'm going to say fuck a lot. Like, I don't expect people to, like, handle my kid with, kid gloves.
I get it.
But we got an EKG, and one of the ladies that did the EKG, because that's a basic test, she was cool.
Yeah.
She saw the worry on our faces, and she goes, and she lets us off the hook. She goes, I'm not supposed to say, but the EKG looks really good.
There you go.
And the EKG is really important, as we all know.
Sure.
You could do other testing, but the EKG does say a lot. So we're like, all right, we're a little relieved here, And then we deal with a pediatrician and the cardiologist himself. And then he's like, well, let's do an echocardiogram just to be safe. You're here.
Sure.
I'm like, all right. So we go into the area where that is being done, and this lady right off the bat, this cunt, and the story is about her, was beyond annoyed that she had to do the test at that moment in time. I don't know if she had a lunch break going on, or she was filling in for someone quickly and they were supposed to be back. But she basically kind of grabbed the equipment in an aggressive way, not around my kid, but just to get ready for the test. And she was huffing and puffing.
Was she a nurse?
They're like techs.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're techs. They do these tests. That's what they do. They go to work and they do these tests a million times.
They do the test, and then the doctor translates the info.
Right. And they see that, and they see a lot of kids. To them, of course, it's a nameless, faceless person. Of course, I get all that. Mm-hmm. I really do. So then we lay down our daughter, 6 weeks old, just in a diaper. She doesn't even warm up the freaking thing they use.
Really? The little sensory thing? Yeah.
Just puts it on her chest. Puts it on her chest in a way where if it was just this much fucking harder, I would have strangled her.
Oh, yeah.
I would have strangled her. And she's doing the test, and she's looking at her watch, and she's looking out of the fucking room. And we're sitting there like, you're looking at my kid's heart chamber right now. Could you have just a little respect, please?
Part of their job is to put the people a little bit at ease. Not even put them at ease, but don't make it any more stressful than it has to be.
It's an incredibly stressful thing, because you don't know what the fuck. You don't have the clear from the doctor yet, and she's just going through. And then we reference our daughter, and she goes, "Oh, it's a girl," and I mean, you can make all the jokes you want, but my baby looks like a girl. but she's not really paying attention. She goes, "Oh, I thought it was a boy," and then gets really mad because I guess she has to start the test over again, even though she was halfway through it. Because I guess I don't know. I guess the heart's different in men and women. I don't even know. Do you know?
I wouldn't know why that would make a difference.
But it made a difference.
They must key it in or something.
Right. So she's like annoyed because now she obviously doesn't want to be doing this particular test because whoever the fuck was supposed to do it wasn't there. So she has to start over. So of course, almost aggressively, she's starting the test over. She has to punch in all the fucking buttons again. So then we do what every single person that is hearing my voice does. You're going through one of these tests, whether it's you or whether it's for your kid. You go, how does it look? Because you're out of your mind.
Right.
Because you don't want to go in the waiting room, wait for the doctor to get the test, and then go into his office and have that dramatic moment. It's happening right there. And these techs, even though they're not doctors, they know exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
They're not stupid. She turns to us, and she couldn't wait to say this, almost with a smile on her face. "Oh, I can't tell you. The doctor will be with you after the test is done." Then kind of gave one of these like smiles and went back to the test.
She could have just said like, "It doesn't look like there's anything to worry about."
Right, but
something.
But I can't say for sure. These techs, most of them are cool. We've all been through it, and I would say 8 out of 10 will go.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm not a doctor, but it's looking pretty good. You know, but I'm not the doctor. You know, they protect themselves.
Yeah.
So, but she couldn't wait to say that. Couldn't wait. And then, my kid, 6 weeks old, is crying a little bit. She's like, "Do you have a pacifier or something?" She's just so annoyed.
Jesus Christ, it's your job.
What a cunt.
And I got my son who's about 2.5 now.
Your son.
And he's exhausted because we've been there at this point about 2.5 hours. So he's kind of starting his acting up, normal shit. So I just take him out of the fucking room, A, to calm him down, and B, because I was ready to lose my shit in a way in a way that wouldn't have been good.
Just unload on her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she had fuck me heels on and the tightest pants ever, which I would have enjoyed if she wasn't such a cunt.
Was she pretty?
No, she was a butterface.
Nice body, though.
Yeah, I told my wife, I go, those pants were so tight. When she bent over for something, I actually did see her pussy lips.
Oh,
wow. And
you've turned me around, Opie.
and I told my wife that. I'm like, and then of course I have to throw in, who goes to work like that?
Yeah.
For a cardiologist.
Were they big lips? I mean, I know that's not the point of the story, but
they were.
Digress for a moment.
The whole plot of the story has now changed to her plump pussy lips.
They're kind of like corduroy, fucking
nice
pants, and just enough, just a little.
Well,
all right. So if you're tuning in late, there was this this nice lady was bothered by this awful couple. Okay.
I don't even know why I'm telling the story. I guess because maybe people could relate. You go through
I'm certain
a situation. They know you're in a situation because they do this for a living, and they have complete control of your emotions and your fears.
Yeah, they got to realize that the parents got to be freaking out in there, and they got to.
She was so
keep conscious of that.
When she looked at her watch a couple times, she wasn't officially sighing, but it was like just short of sighing.
She had a better place to be, and whether it's true or not, the parent doesn't want to think that they have anything more important to do than that moment right there.
Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you.
I mean,
a monster like you even knows that.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
No,
but when it's something that sensitive, for them it's daily routine. But for people, it's not.
Look.
Most people don't go in there and have their own heart or a baby's heart checked. They do 10 of those tests a day, but it's not like you bring in 10 kids a day to have their fucking hearts checked.
Right. Yeah. It's I think it's a delicate balance because, to them, they don't give a fuck if there's anything wrong with your kid. I get that.
Yeah.
I see a million people walking around the streets every day. I don't give a fuck what's going on in their lives. But you're in a position where you got to kind of balance that out and figure it out a little bit, I think, right?
It matters a lot. I had to talk to a doctor yesterday, all more apnea nonsense. And this guy has talked to me a few times, and I spent 10 minutes on the phone with him. And as we're hanging up, I said, thanks, man. I said, you're a good doctor. Thanks for talking to me. It's all it took was the idea that he gave a little bit of time and talked to you and didn't blow you off like you're a number in the system. And that's all you ask for.
And I say that every fucking time when I have a good experience. The cardiologist himself was amazing, and I told him that. I told him how great it was, and I didn't rat her out. I don't even know why.
Yeah.
I still might call today, to be honest with you, because I was so fucking annoyed. I'm not one of those guys that calls and fucking tries to get people in trouble. But this was over the top, man.
Always tell them if they're good doctor.
I always do it. I go, I hope you understand. This means a lot to people when you give them that moment.
Yeah.
The doctor that we shared for a while, I stopped going to her because she gave me an EKG once, right? And I go, so what does it say? And she goes, oh, it's saying heart attack, and then leaves the room.
Why?
And leaves the room. I think I stopped breathing, and then she
Holy
came
shit.
back in because I forgot what she had to do, but she had to leave at that moment. She goes, oh, it's saying heart attack, and then she goes back in and goes, but the machine is usually 95% wrong as far as that part of the test goes.
You fuck.
But she says that after the fact, and long story short, I didn't have a heart attack. I have an acid reflux issue.
What a bitch. She's the worst.
Jimmy knows.
fuck?
She's a beautiful Russian. I don't know if she's beautiful anymore. It's been a couple years now.
Yeah.
I go elsewhere. But she's the one I used to talk about. She'd walk in really sexy with the white blouse that's down.
Oh,
the
yes.
buttons are down a little too
Yeah.
far. And you can
Very
see
nice.
the bra. And she has the skirts. And she kind of, when she's talking, she almost is like twirling her hair as she gets the basic information. Dude, not far-fetched from that. Not
Danny found
far-fetched
a
from
good
the
picture.
nurse fantasy shit that you see.
Yeah,
out
she
there.
was kind of
what a
sexy, but her
good-
bedside manners. It's like Club Soda Kenny if he were a blonde Russian woman.
I don't think she was even a... Oh, we know her. That's her.
Is that? Let me see.
That's, what's her name?
Is that Victoria?
Yeah, we know her. She's been in.
Dr. Z.
Dr. Z.
That's Dr.
I think
Victoria's
so.
the drug,
No
isn't
way.
it?
That's her all...
She looks a lot better right there.
Well, look at her face closely. I'm going to bet money
That
that's
looks
her.
like her to me.
She's not a bitch, though, Jimmy. All I'm going to say, and we've said it on the show, that some of these Russians that are now living in our country have a very, very, I'll use the word stoic personality.
Yeah, they're different.
They're not aware. They're not being
Right.
bitchy. That's just how they
their-
are.
That's how they
That's
are.
how they give information.
right.
It is
just
what it
straight,
is.
whatever. Like I said, it's a fine balance. So unfortunately, I fucking missed Oliver Stone yesterday. I'm fucking pissed off.
Yeah, that was Cole. He's he's a little out there.
He's
But-
nutty,
He's
but
a little nutty.
I think he smokes a lot of pot, but he had fun.
Think?
Really?
I've heard that,
yeah.
Nice.
I wish we had more time with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it went very quickly.
But Roland said when he was leaving that he was saying like how much he liked it and he wanted to come back. He's like, those guys are great. They read the book or they knew the documentary.
yeah.
Like he was happy that we talked about the.
Oh yeah,
actual- we didn't talk about his movies at all, which was like fuck.
I know, right? Yeah,
And there's so many to talk about.
I know.
the time just went so fast. Yeah.
Of course, someone has to ask, was the lady black? No. No.
No.
Matter of
I
fact,
did- and
matter
I
of fact,
didn't
guess
ask.
what? Guess what? The black lady, if you need to know, you racist dicks, was the nice one in this office.
Oh.
She was the one that said, look, I'm not supposed to say, but the EKG looks really good.
So where is Bizarro Cardiology
Yeah, exactly.
Company?
Where's this friendly nurse allegedly?
It was the white broad. If she could chew gum there, she would have. She would have been snapping gum as she did her testing.
Great.
One of those.
Jeepers.
One of
Dude,
those, man. I was out of I haven't run across someone like that in a while, man.
Yeah.
And when they're dealing with your kid, they got your kid in their hands. Oh my God! A brewer told me this before I had kids. I was hanging out with him at his house once, and I think my wife was pregnant at the time, and he goes, the one thing about being a parent that you learn is you officially know you can murder somebody. And I didn't really understand that at the time. I thought that was pretty dramatic, and it was brewer, but it kind of sunk in a little bit. But I'm like,
Yeah.
really? You can actually murder somebody? As soon as that kid pops out and starts developing and growing up a little bit,
the claws come
you know
out.
you could fucking kill somebody. I have no doubt it could kill someone now.
You understand the karate instructor who shot the guy
Oh,
who
yeah,
shot
yeah.
the
All
karate
that
instructor
shit.
in between the two cars. Yeah.
That's
All
great.
that shit. But not even for that. You know you could probably kill someone over something that's a lot less than,
a lot less than that.
God forbid, happens to your kid. A lot less. You got to really control your shit. So, I'm a supervisor for Echo and Sonogram department. I would fire that bitch immediately. They're supposed to be compassionate.
Yeah.
So do I turn into a dick today? Because I'm not much of a dick in my regular life.
She was the dick. It's not like
do I call him?
Why not? Just say, look, she really bugged me. Why not?
Yeah.
She was awful. It wasn't like she didn't move fast enough for my taste. If she was being shitty,
A lot of people are relating. I had a daughter, open heart surgery twice in 5 months. I know you feel it. As you go through tech school, you spend just as much time with bedside manner. You do. I always wondered that, as you do learning the actual technical stuff.
I've been told the doctor will go over stuff with you, but I remember woman told me that nicely. Like, and I understand that why they can't give you anything, because again, they could read it wrong, or there could be a whole fucking mess, or they could give you positive news when they shouldn't be, you know.
Yeah.
But she was like, "Oh no, the doctor will go over." It was a friendlier thing as opposed to a self-satisfied.
I know a lot of people that do these, medical tech jobs down in Philly. Not a lot, but a handful, and they know everything because they see it every day. They see baby hearts all day long. They know exactly where the defects are and what they're looking for. They know, I'm telling you. And a lot of them, you got to be careful. There's a way to do it. Sometimes they'll kind of wink at you like, well, I'm not allowed to really, I'm not allowed to say it. And they almost give you like a wink, but.
Yeah, don't worry.
Yeah, right. Or they'll give you the,
Yeah. I don't worry.
Just in case, like, God forbid, she was completely wrong. You can't, like, call her out on it because she'll go, no, I was just kind of smiling at you, you know. I just want to talk to one doctor, and then we can move on. It's Charlotte.
What's an EKG? I've heard of it, but I've never given one.
That's why I love Dr. Steve, because, we all have just dumb things we want to ask doctors, and you can't get your regular doctor on the phone because they don't have time. And Dr. Steve is one of these, we beat the shit out of him. I'll give him a huge compliment today. He has that bedside manner, and we'll talk to you like a human fucking being,
Yeah, he's
knowledgeable
he's a great
too.
guy.
Right.
Yeah. Dr. Steve.
Considering his history sexually of arrest, he's a nice man.
Charlotte, Doctor, Baltimore, what's going on? Oh, Charlotte, what's going on,
Hey,
Charlotte?
Doc.
Hello. I just wanted to say I work with a lot of techs in my profession in radiology, and you absolutely should call and tell the doctor about her behavior. It's not good for patient care. It's not good for the parent, especially. She shouldn't be working with kids. Work with adults. I mean...
Well, she has an out because, like I said during the story, I hope you picked up on it, there was nothing I can't completely go, she did this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was
just a vibe.
It was very obvious, though. The looking at the watch, the almost sighing, the looking at the doorway constantly, like, when is this? Basically, which we've all gone through if you have a job. You're like, when is this fucking bitch coming back? Because I don't want to do your fucking job. I get it.
Yeah, but in medical care, there's no room for that. You're a parent, you're worried. It's the intangible stuff that you can't put your finger on that's the most important part of it in her job. So completely unacceptable. Call her out on it. Call the doctor, because the other thing is, the doctor probably doesn't even know that she's acting like that, and any behavior she has reflects on him.
Right.
So, you got to do it.
Right.
But she's probably got a power trip issue. She's not a doctor, but she's got a lot of control over you in your situation.
She wanted to be, somewhere else partying or fucking blowing somebody, I think. But when the doctor walked up to her, like, can you do this test? She kind of gave him a quick attitude, but saw that we're in the room.
Yeah.
Like, well, Joan, I forgot the name. Joan, where's she's supposed to? And then the doctor's like, well, could you, start the test? They're waiting. He sees that, holy fuck, this family needs a little relief as soon as I could give it to him, but I can't give it to him until I, get all the test results back.
What a bitch.
All right, Charlotte.
Yeah, no. Sounds like you guys tell him. And also, one
You're driving Chitty Chitty Bang Bang? The hell is that?
Imagine she really is. She's just fucking over Baltimore, avoiding all the fucking traffic.
Yeah.
What, Charlotte?
The doctors don't send you to other doctors to spread the insurance money.
Oh.
It's more like he's probably afraid if, God forbid, there was something wrong, he would get sued by you.
Yes, litigation.
Well, it works out conveniently for everybody.
Yeah.
Well, good. I'm so glad.
No, I mean, you got. I think it works out conveniently.
Like for the insurance.
Opie's being sarcastic.
Oh, everyone gets
for the doctors.
Grease. Got it.
Right.
Everyone gets their money, even the insurance companies.
No, I believe my pediatrician when she said, "Let's just make sure."
Yeah.
And then you're in the back of your head like, "Oh fuck, that's going to be like more time, money, stress, all that shit." But it works out in your favor.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose so, but really, that is not at all what it goes on in real life for 99% of people that I know.
Okay. No, I know a lot. I know most of you guys are on the up and up. I understand.
Absolutely. All right, guys. I got to run into work, but I just want to say I listen every morning. So,
we got doctors listening.
Nice.
How about the sales fucking department wakes up?
Yeah, please.
Enough of the dick pills. We got doctors listening.
Dick pills would be a fucking relief at this point.
Right. All right, Charlotte. Thank you.
Have a good day.
Yeah. Because everyone assumes like the type of show we do, which I laugh at because people have no idea the type of show we do anymore.
Oh, it's gutter humor.
They just think we're dumb shock jocks, but
yes,
we're talking to a whole bunch of different fucking people these days.
Of course we are.
Doctors, lawyers, and fucking
Indian
assholes.
That's pretty much it.
And just fucking assholes.
Yeah.
And a lot of blue-collar guys.
Blue.
So, what else is going on? You know what? I didn't even really fucking turn on the TV or anything yesterday, so I'm way behind. What's the big story on the TV?
Idea. I have no idea either.
Still Petraeus, I think, is the big...
No new info, right?
It's getting greater and greater. Now, all of a sudden, it says this Jill Kelly, the married mother of... You know what, dude? You boom, you bang Petraeus. You let this other guy eat your asshole, dude. Boom, what do I know? I'm in Afghanistan. Petraeus, who was the Allied commander of all Allied forces, and Paula Broadwell had an affair.
Right.
His biographer. I guess he was too flirty with this Jill Kelly, or she was too flirty. She's an unpaid liaison in Tampa. And this, Paula Broadwell, who's also married, by the way, who is fucking Petraeus, gets jealous and starts firing off anonymous, angry. But by the way, the beauty of this is the anonymous asshole was uncovered.
Right.
Like this dummy sent all these scary emails or these emails to this Jill, and she was a little freaked out by it. So I guess she contacted the FBI saying, I'm getting these threatening emails. The FBI liaison, who she contacted, was told to stay away from the case because I think he and her knew each other.
Oh, boy.
And it turns out, oh, wow, we have a little thing here.
Oh, my God, we got a chart. God. Where does it go to molestation?
Yeah,
this isn't Jim Norton's flow chart. That's for sure.
But she, I don't know if this chick was banging Petraeus as well, but it turns out that the FBI guy she turned to, who said, I'll put the FBI in the case, apparently had a friendship relationship with her, but maybe he had other motives or whatever.
Right.
And now there's emails of her and the general who was supposed to take over in Afghanistan for all troops, General Allen, like these sexually explicit emails. They said there's 20,000 pages of communications between her and this other general, John Kelly?
20,000.
I think I'm summing it up.
That's a lot.
See there...
Is his name John Kelly?
John Allen?
I'm sorry, John Allen. I apologize. Yeah,
General John Allen, right. Top U.S. commander in Afghanistan.
Paul Allen.
But they were sending dirty emails, so I guess she's a dirty girl.
Yeah, of course.
Dirty girl.
But this fucking
a
cunt,
general groupie.
Paula
Wow.
Broadwell, fucking the anonymous, jealous idiot, the one who you hate, who hides behind the keyboard,
but if you can
brought down two generals.
Wow.
Yeah, if you're going to do the anonymous emails to the broad that's fucking Petraeus, of course, like, Petraeus could get things done.
No, no. She is the broad who was fucking Petraeus was the one sending them.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, she was sending them to someone who she thought was
But if it's anonymous, then of course Petraeus is going to, like, he's got connections to go, all right, what the fuck is this about?
Well, he didn't instigate. This was the FBI. He was head of the CIA. The FBI did it.
See, I'm very confused here.
Yeah,
that's what they're hoping for, by the way.
Petraeus, head of the CIA.
Right.
They found out about the affair of Petraeus by mistake.
So how did she get to the FBI? Like when we get harassing emails, which we do, we can't go to the FBI. How was she able to go to the FBI?
Well, Jill, the one who was getting them, had a lot of connections because she knew people in the military. Right. And she knew this guy who I think his name was Fred Humphreys in the FBI. He was the liaison, and I think he turned it over to the FBI. Gotcha. I believe the FBI said to him, because you're close to this, don't go near it.
Okay.
And I think that this guy actually ratted to somebody about it because he wasn't allowed near it. It's a whole bunch of fucking sneakiness. Hold on, Dan, leave that up for a second because there's one more.
Well, then you got the twin sister. How is she involved?
I think she has nothing to do with it. She's just the twin sister who has a cooking show with Jill Kelly.
And what about Chuck?
Where's Chuck?
Chuck Glosterman. I used to read his books every once in a while.
Oh, I don't know.
This flow chart is a day old, so that we might need some updating.
True.
But I heard they mention his name, and I recognize him as an author. I read a couple of his books over the years, a long time ago. So why is he involved?
I don't know. I am not sure.
Because he's on the flowchart we're looking at, too. But he's not connected to anything on the flowchart. They just have his face in a little square.
While they were looking at Jill Kelly's emails, that's how they uncovered the affair, because they traced it back to Paula Broadwell, and they go, this is the woman who's sending it. She's Petraeus' biographer, and then they went into her account, and they found an account that her and Petraeus had. They were doing the shit that Al-Qaeda does. They had an email account, which is a genius move, by the way. Like, say they start their own email account, whatever. They both have a password to it. They never send emails. If I want to communicate with you, I go in and write an email, and I save it as a draft.
Was it like a Dropbox situation?
In a way, yes. You go into the same email account later, read the draft I wrote, delete it, and write another draft. There's never anything sent.
That's like Dropbox shit.
It all stays in the draft
emails
form.
had been sent.
But I guess they got to her through that, and then probably figured out where her computer. I mean, however they do it, for them,
it looks like they got all those communiques, even though they deleted them, right?
I don't know. I'm guessing they do.
They must.
They probably have.
Unless there was another way they got them,
which just scares the hell out of. It should scare the hell out of everybody, really. Just
I know,
the fact
right?
that all of your emails, no matter what you do,
they're not private. They're not private.
You send anything, any kind of communication over the web?
I've known that for years.
Yeah.
You got to think that that shit is so traceable.
You really try to believe
there is this illusion of privacy because it's password protected.
We don't have privacy.
Yeah.
Or you
of course not.
It's an illusion.
You delete an email and you assume like, oh, well, that's gone.
I just assume, but I also know that no one gives a fuck.
Right.
But every once in a while, guess what? People are going to give a fuck.
When the NSA or FBI wants it.
Oh, boy.
Right.
I mean, I'm sure there were some ways that they can't find it, but they probably had such a lock on this computer. And then they started intercepting them. I don't know how much of the old stuff they had or if they just began intercepting.
Right.
Like, I don't even know if they got the old emails.
Wow, you really know a lot about this.
Yeah, we were talking about it last night. The General Kelly and the General John Allen and this Jill Kelly, I guess they had some really sexy ones, and apparently Jill Kelly was writing sexy shit, too. Jeez. Like, I thought she was just a victim in this, but she was a fucking little dirty one.
Dirty girl.
Oh, she turns me on. Married, mother of 3. All these fucking... Paula Broadwell hasn't been heard from. She's at her brother's house. Fucking... this one, I can't wait till these marriages fall apart.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And John Allen, I'm sorry to interrupt you. John Allen's NATO appointment is probably not going to happen. There's no way in the middle of this.
No way.
Well, the other thing... it says FBI found classified information on a personal computer of Petraeus' mistress.
Oh, you know what, dude? That's maybe where they got this stuff from. Maybe they got a lot of this info from the personal computers.
Why would there be classified shit on there?
Oh, I don't know. Don't know.
That's all I know.
Classified documents. Maybe because she was using her relationship with him. And people who were going, of course, Keith we were arguing because
Paula had top secrets. It's an article you got in front of you.
We were arguing last night. Keith's like, who cares? But I'm like, that's why these guys get compromised, because I understand men cheat, but it's because when you're the head of the CIA, you have access to information that almost nobody in the country does.
You can't put yourself in that kind of compromising position where it can be used against you.
Yeah, and they could actually get into your shit.
Right.
But how stupid is he that he didn't realize they could get into his shit?
Or what a nut that he had with it. He didn't know. That was his judgment.
Yeah.
He didn't know this chick who he's fucking banging is so psychotically jealous she's firing off angry emails.
Yeah, not good judgment.
Maybe that's how they got it, though. Maybe it was from her computer. I don't know why I had to say that again. We heard me the first time.
You got the article on?
Oh, no. Let me see. Let's see. I got this one. Is Petraeus agrees to testify on Libya before congressional committee, which of course you knew he would. Paula had top secrets.
Yeah.
I have not seen this. It says the FBI found a substantial amount of classified information. But again, because things are classified, you don't know how top secret they were. Improperly secured on the personal computer of disgraced CIA director General Petraeus' mistress. The files were discovered on a machine removed from Paula Broadwell's Charlotte, North Carolina home.
That's a little brag, like, hey, check this out.
Yeah.
Osama bin Laden's still alive.
Let me check this. Let me send this to you here.
Or he might have checked his email from her computer. And maybe by that, that's how it got there.
We got him in the jail.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
It says investigators also found documents Broadwell admitted taking from secure government buildings, a source. The network said FBI, this is from ABC, FBI and military were going through the materials this morning, and the prosecutors were deciding whether or not she had to be charged criminally. That's why they're pulling so much stuff out of her place, because they wanted to know if they should charge her. And the discoveries prompted the FBI to step up its probe of Paula Broadwell, who again anonymously sent those harassing emails to Florida mom Jill Kelly. Now, Broadwell's top secret stash was revealed shortly after President Obama told a press conference, I've seen no evidence at this point, from what I've seen, that classified information was disclosed in any way that would have a negative impact on our national security. Like, that hadn't been uncovered.
See, our president doesn't lie.
Obama apparently doesn't know anything about anything. Anytime there's any type of dirt, scandal, anything, this motherfucker just doesn't know.
But why?
I don't know. I was told. I wasn't told. I don't know. This happened. It didn't happen. I don't know. We're still investigating. I don't know.
I know. It's almost like I can't recall.
Yes.
Reagan and all
the fucking Iran-Contra.
Sure. They all do that.
Yeah.
Well, they might not know on a certain level the details of the lies.
It's so much easier to say I don't know.
Yeah,
of course he's going to say I don't know. I believe he did know. But of course he's going to say I don't know because, you know,
he might have.
It's way too much fucking of a hassle if you do come forward and say this nightmare was going on as I was trying to be reelected.
This web of deceit is going a little further than a lot of people thought when they scratched the surface. And, you know, we'll see how high up the ladder.
Oh, it's going to stop with Petraeus and John Allen.
Oh,
I guarantee you.
Yeah.
And they'll get certain... Yeah. What they'll get out of it is maybe they'll be allowed to like keep whatever. I don't know what pensions work or what would you retire, but they'll be allowed to keep certain perks or.
You think it's like a radio bit gone bad where they sit everyone down?
Oh yeah. Let's see. Let's see who's involved, and then we'll get you back into the
Who
back
else
into
knew?
the war.
Who else knew about
they wanted us to rat out everyone.
Yeah. I remember running out of the fucking building with my desktop computer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and they were like, you got to bring that back. Like, yeah, right. Sorry, I sold it.
Right.
Remember that? They told me
that was NEW, right? What the hell did you have on there that you needed to get that out?
I didn't want them just going through my... I know. It was my gaming computer from the office. And they're like, you got to bring that back because we got to go through the computer to check emails and see who knew about this. I'm like, no, it's gone. I sold it.
Like it was this thing going down.
Yeah.
It was a dumb fucking bit that went bad.
Dummies.
They went through our office with a fine-tooth comb.
Everything.
Remember they completely destroyed the office?
Yeah.
It's like, hey, you know, we did have like real shit in there that we kind of wanted.
Yeah.
They pretty much like when they search a home. They searched our office and they didn't give a fuck what they left behind.
Ransacked.
There was shit all over the floor. They were pretty much going like this, pulling things off shelves and going through. What the fuck were they looking for?
I don't know.
Anything for litigation. Anything to protect them in a litigation if they make a decision to prove that they were on the right side or any of that stuff.
This was the NEW prank, Sex for Sand, that went bad because we've gone through this, I don't know, 3 or 4 times now.
Yeah.
And I remember people that were still working there told us that they locked that office and no one was allowed in it or was allowed to touch it. And it remained like that.
Yeah.
We haven't talked about this in a while, so I don't remember.
A long time.
A long time is a very good answer.
Yeah.
A really long time. And then they finally just took all our shit and threw it away. We were never able to really go back and get any of our stuff.
Maybe they were looking for something which would have because they had to pay you guys. Maybe they were looking for something that would have enabled them not to pay you. Some kind of a contractual breach on the computer, like
maybe,
you had kitty porn or anything that they could use to not whatever they were looking for to not pay you, and they didn't find it.
Yeah.
And by the way, one more thing is that if you think politics don't play any part in decision making, which no one said that, I just had to segue into this. The House Intelligence Committee held hearings Wednesday regarding the handling of the probe and the timing of its release. Senate Intelligence Committee Chairwoman Dianne Feinstein, Democrat, California, echoed the president's belief that there were no security breaches linked to the liaisons.
She's so far up his ass.
But there may not have been.
Is she the one, the Jewy?
Yeah,
the Jewy Jew.
And she's really pounding the gun control issue. I hate her.
With the curly blonde hair?
Yeah.
Can you imagine if that was Bush or anybody?
Right.
Would she have come to his aid this quickly and said, no security breaches? I want an investigation.
They'd be screaming.
And if that was Newt Gingrich, he would not be backing up Obama either. He'd be going, well, we want a full.
Yeah.
Fucking amazing.
How about we just figure out what the fuck happened?
Yeah.
And then this Benghazi thing is attached to this because Petraeus was the fucking guy in charge during that whole thing.
Well, he was too busy trying to take care of possibly 2 mistresses.
Yeah, maybe a little distracted.
Because even in this article, they say a friend, the other woman that they're not positive that he had sex with, they put friend in quotations.
Because they don't know Jill Kelly.
A married friend, they write.
Friend.
They want to say, another mistress, but they can't officially say that.
She was sending dirty ones to that, apparently that John Allen, though. Ooh, I like these dirty girls.
Love to know what that says.
Naughty married Paula, naughty married Jill, firing off dirty thoughts.
Naughty
married girls just firing off LOLs, hopefully a vag picture. He's not here.
Oh, yeah.
He, return. He, giggle.
Yeah.
It's
dirty.
It's kind of hot in a way, right?
Kind of hot. Fucking my dick does nothing but plump up.
What the fuck, man? What the fuck was Petraeus doing? Just shows you he had an easy gig.
You think? Gee,
he has all this time.
Man, I think he was delegating responsibility.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He had everything under control. He had his people in place, and it gave him a little time.
It really fun. It really is amazing.
Wow.
It's just everyone winds up tripping over their own dick. Everyone.
Well, if we're doing politics, we certainly could do the John McCain story.
I don't know that one.
John McCain.
Reporter asked John McCain if the Petraeus leaks are a bigger threat to national security than Benghazi.
I think it all fits in together.
You don't know what he did?
No.
All right, I won't read the other part. It's classic, actually.
Ooh. I'm going to hope he cupped the fart and threw it at the guy. It was totally unexpected. He farted into a paper cup and held it under the reporter's nose.
Now, we're not big fans of the reporter, are we? I don't think so. But do you have a problem with what this reporter asked?
I think it's a stupid question.
Reporter asked John McCain if the Petraeus leaks are a bigger threat to national security than Benghazi.
Okay.
Not a bad question. Reporters have certainly asked worse.
All right. I think there's a motive there. But, okay.
Senator, do you think there is potentially a greater national security threat in apparently thousands of pages of classified documents ending up on the personal computer of a Tampa socialite who's a neighbor friend, the head of the CIA, of secret covert email accounts involving the head of the CIA and a top general in Afghanistan, and the fact that the FBI agent who was complaining to stepped out of the chain of command apparently went to a House Republican leader rather than anybody else. Do you think there's a potential, you put all that together, do you think that's a potential greater national security threat than what you're talking about?
Well, I say with great respect, that's one of the dumbest questions I've ever heard.
All right.
Okay? There's 4 dead Americans. There's 4 dead Americans. Not a socialite. I'm answering your question. Okay, do you want me to answer your question? You want to interrupt?
Oh.
Which do you want?
Whoa.
Okay. There's 4 dead Americans. The lives of other Americans were put in jeopardy. This is a matter of 4 dead Americans. I think that the other issue raised is very serious, and I think it deserves a thorough and complete investigation. But it does not rise to the level of an attack on American consulate that took 4 American lives. And I'm sorry if I was... I think it's certainly a national security issue, but it doesn't rise to the level of 4 dead Americans. Pardon me?
Could it threaten more than 4 lives?
I think any security brief could threaten more, but the fact is there are 4 dead. Yeah, go ahead.
Good for him. And you could tell that guy kind of knew his question was bullshit because he was setting it up in a way by saying, and when you take all those things and put them together, he didn't just ask it like you'd say, what's worse, A or B?
Right.
He knew he had to pile it on to even make the question sound right.
Yeah, yes.
Good for McCain.
It's not good she's got classified shit on a computer, obviously.
No, but that's not the same as an attack on a fucking embassy.
Of course.
And in Libya.
It's 2 different issues going on.
Top secret.
Ooh. I wonder what it is, though. You know,
the power of the pussy.
Things are considered secret, top secret, even when they're kind of just, silly stuff.
But I think he couldn't help himself. The power of the pussy was like, he probably got giddy. Like, He probably knew what he could probably show her that wouldn't be much of a big deal.
It could be stuff because she's the biographer, right?
Yes.
So he probably gave her some information about him that might be pertinent to the book, and it's considered classified, but maybe, if the normal Joe read it, he'd be like, oh, why is this considered classified? And then they give you some weird reason. There's an address in there that we don't want out. I don't know. I'm just speculating out my ass.
By the way, Jimmy did a great job of this whole thing because I'm very confused, but now I know a lot more.
Notice how on top of this I am? The fucking dirty emails back and forth. And boy, that one I pour over every article.
You explained that weird flowchart that's been going around. The one thing that you might have got wrong.
That's possible.
According to Matt Bishop, he says that they never deleted the drafts.
Bishop?
Oh, I didn't know. Okay, you know what? That was actually told to me. I didn't realize that. Okay. So all the drafts are still there?
Dummies.
Matt, I trust Matt, but...
He might be right.
But I would say he's probably right.
Is he on the phone?
No, he's...
Okay.
He's on the instant.
You might be right, Matt. That was told to me last night in conversation. So maybe someone describing the method did it wrong. Wow, that's sloppy to save
dumb,
the emails.
Yeah.
But then again, you want to go back and jerk
it's not emails officially, like you're saying. It's this.
Or the drafts, yeah. But why not delete them?
It's kind of like the only way I could describe
emails.
it is like a Dropbox. When someone sends you something, you go in and sign in.
Sure.
Oh, all right, that sounds cool, and then you could add to it or whatever. Maybe it was Dropbox. Maybe you could do that with emails.
No, this was a Gmail account. This was definitely a Gmail account.
Just leave it in drafts. Yeah, without sending them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know why they didn't get rid of them.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
So if you both have the password to the Gmail account.
Right, you're just reading each other's drafts. And then,
okay.
I'm like, why wouldn't they delete those drafts?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was another special
there's
service.
no trail.
Gotcha.
But they could track you going and coming from that email account, but there's nothing going zipping back and forth.
Yeah.
Thousands of emails.
Oh, I want to know what the Paula Bravo we already know is dirty, the dirty biographer. But I want to know what that Jill Kelly was sending the general.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my husband's away, and so are the 3 kids. Here's my cunt. LOL.
I sure could use a 5-star fucking right about now.
Yeah, he fucks me like a corporal. I'd like you to eat my ass like at least a colonel. Yeah, I'd like you to plow me like I'm a Taliban mistress.
You got to think some of those emails will come out.
Oh, dude, I think they will. They have to.
Yeah.
They're on the record.
And Keith Michael, I guess he tried to call into the show, but he's saying Sal panicked.
Oh, yeah.
What is
He
Sal?
called in,
Sal.
and he says now you got Sal nervous. But this guy wanted to say, but Sal didn't put him on hold for whatever reason. I'm not saying Sal was wrong because I have no idea.
Could assume it, though.
Yes, he retired to save his pension and an honorable discharge.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's probably the smart move.
Yeah.
But this other guy's waiting for his NATO appointment. Oh, I don't see that coming anytime soon.
No.
And she's not allowed on the base anymore. This chick, Jill Kelly, has not been allowed back on that base.
Oh, no shit. Yeah.
So by complaining, look what she brought down this fucking. But then again, by sending the emails.
And there's another part.
Always something like that.
Oh, fuck, this guy hung up. I was just about to go to you. She contacts the FBI guy. I think you said this.
Humphreys, I believe his name was.
And then the FBI guy decides to send the fucking
topless photo of himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that he's saying that was an old photo as a goof, and they might have known each other prior.
It's a goof.
I'm assuming they knew each other, and that's why she contacted him.
It's a goof. What are you gonna do? Send a shirtless picture to chick. Like that isn't fucking putting your toe in the water. Oh, berate. No. Unbelievable.
Yes.
Oh, I love these. I love these dirty Tampa girls.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Oh, I'm just here in Florida pulling my thong between my ass cheeks. What are you doing? Hubby's away. Fucking dirty Tampa girl. I'll bet you that fucking Paula Bridewell would make him fuck her with the uniform on.
Oh,
She'd probably leave the uniform on, Jen. She'd call him Jen. He'd hold her head.
Is Florida officially like the craziest girl state?
Yes, degenerate, crazy, lunatic, fucking.
Wasn't that remember that astronaut?
That crazy astronaut with the diapers.
That was in
Dallas.
Florida.
Yeah, she drove to Dallas. She drove to Dallas and be from Florida.
Yeah, she drove to Dallas in a fucking with a hammer and diapers.
Yeah, to make a doo-doo in her pants and then build a house.
Remember that winter?
Oh yeah.
I mean, how fast do you got to get somewhere where you can't pull over and quickly take a duty?
Very, very focused on her plan to cave the chick's head in with a hammer. Yeah, Florida is just a weird ass.
I love that.
Weird ass state.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that was lovely.
Well, we got to get to the Erock contest.
Yes, we do. And I'm so sad that the great story about Anthony in the paper, too.
Oh?
Yeah, I was surprised. It's a man distraught over presidential election results kills himself. Some guy just killed himself.
There you go. At least that guy had some gumption. He's a mover and a shaker. What happened there?
He said...
At least he's not one of these fake guys. You hear people go, if he's reelected, I'm leaving the country, or you do hear sometimes, I'll kill myself. Well, this guy wasn't lying.
Well, of course, he was Key West, Florida.
Oh boy,
psychotic fucking state. He said he was distraught of the presidential election results, and he worried about his business. Killed himself, and they said that they found Henry Hamilton's body. It was in his bedroom on November
Hamilton.
8th. And he had a living will, and with the handwritten words, "Do not revive. Fuck Obama." 2 empty prescription bottles were found in the dining room. His partner, Michael Cossey, told Key West police he saw Hamilton when they watched the election results together. According to the police report, Hamilton was upset and said, if Brock gets reelected, I'm not going to be around. That's probably because here's what was probably happening. Obviously, a gay couple. The one guy was probably saying, I want to get married. I hope he wins. And then he's like... well, if he wins, I'm going to kill myself because I'm not marrying you. Sure, I like when you put it in my ass, and I like your beard on my back, but I'm not going to marry you. We can't, remember? And then he got elected, and he's like, oh, fuck, I'm going to have to marry this guy and give him half my shit.
Fuck it.
Have some pills. That's my take.
It's a good take.
Man.
Yeah.
That guy's,
This whole fucking thing is going to get figured out. They all, like, the weird thing was Broadwell, they did the biography, and they began fucking in Addison, Texas, which is such a weird place, considering I'll be there tonight, tomorrow, and Saturday at the Improv. Tickets available. When are you going to come to Dallas? I'm coming, assholes. Where are you? Hey, little Jimmy, you got the Dallas plans? Yeah, tonight.
Isn't that the worst?
Holy shit.
How many fucking times am I going to get emails and go somewhere and the fucking room's half sold?
Fucking Jimmy, you got to fucking come down here, man.
Yeah, you got to come down and do some shows in Texas. On my way.
You got a lot of... How many times you hear? You got a lot of fans in this blank.
Yeah, exactly. In this
blank.
Yeah, it should say in this room, meaning his house.
Just because you and your pal stumbled upon the show doesn't mean the rest of the fucking town knows us.
Right.
Can't just go to your town. We're realistic where we are in our careers.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We got the Stunt Brain calling in. He knows this shit.
Oh, well, yeah, he definitely knows.
Oh.
He's
with the Blaze.
Stunt Brain, our ex-producer. He makes believe he's a moderate, but he's a right-winger like Anthony. What's up, Stunt Brain?
Yes, I am a conservative in most of my beliefs. But I've got a few sneaky ones in the social category.
Yeah. All right, fair enough. TheBlaze.com, and we all love the Stunt Brain. I'm just fucking with you. What's going on, Mikey?
I've been following this Petraeus thing all over, and you guys have a lot of it right dead on. There's some weird stuff with Broadwell and Kelly. As you've talked about Broadwell, she had security clearance that just got shut off.
Yeah.
Because she was traveling with Petraeus, and she had access to stuff for his biography, but they just slammed her and closed the door on all her clearances, so she can't get at classified stuff anymore. But she did make a comment in Denver at a speech this summer saying that she knew we had detainees that we were questioning. And so she kind of leaked stuff that was really confidential. And the video's on the Blaze, obviously, you can see that. And the weird thing about this Jill Kelly and her evil twin sister.
Why is her twin sister
Is she nutty
evil?
or something?
Yeah, she has a twin sister who's apparently a little unstable. And the sister was going through a acrimonious divorce and custody battle for the kids. And both generals wrote letters to the judge trying to say she was
man.
Yeah, Petraeus and John Allen both did, right?
Yeah, so you've got two generals who allegedly have no relationship to the sister stepping in and writing letters to the judge saying, oh, no, she's good. She should get these kids.
Your Honor, please give the kid to this nut job so I can fuck her sister.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Wow.
Jill Kelly was an honorary consulate member, and there's a 911 call where she claims or kind of raises the specter of diplomatic immunity should be given to her.
What?
And yeah, we've got the 911 call as well. She had license plates that say honorary consulate a member, and she's kind of like pretending to be a member of the diplomatic corps.
Oh, yuck.
So when the press was tromping around her house in Tampa, and she lives on Socialite Row, it's all mansions, it's gigantic homes. She called 911 and said, "I think I need diplomatic immunity here."
So she's a ritzy titsy bitch. Now, what about this?
Never heard that before.
Yeah, that's I got that from a fucking Richard Pryor in fucking JoJo Dance of Your Life is calling. You're a ritzy titsy bitch here. So this this Frederick Humphreys was he friends with Jill Kelly and then she turned to him before this?
Yeah, that's the story that the FBI agent that everybody was heretofore calling shirtless. Pals with her, and then she wrote to him saying, "Look, I'm getting these threatening emails," and Broadwell was sending them from a couple of different locations, a couple of different email addresses, and the FBI, of course, can just track them from the IP address, and they led them all back to Broadwell, and that's how the whole thing unfolded. And then the agency took shirtless off the case when they discovered he'd been sending her pictures of himself. And the Times apparently exposed the guy's identity. But it just keeps getting weirder and weirder.
Guys are horny.
Distracting folks away from the Benghazi issue.
Yes.
And now it's all behind closed doors. We're going Petraeus is going to testify tomorrow behind closed doors in D.C., and I don't know how much we'll get out of it. We have a reporter inside the pre-hearing meetings today in D.C., but it's going to be kind of hush-hush, I think.
Why behind closed doors, this transparent administration?
Yeah, the most transparent administration in history, but...
Oh, sure.
It's going to still take, I think, a little more squeezing. There's some thought that the old Chicago politics were used to tell Petraeus, you're going to hold the company line or we're going to uncover this. Because when the agency was vetting Petraeus for the CIA post... It's expected they would have known if he had an overdue library book.
Sure.
Much less a mistress or two. So,
yeah, but maybe when did they vet him for the CIA thing?
It's 2011 because he was sworn in last September.
So was he fucking her back then?
Yeah, he apparently broke it off right after he was sworn in.
So maybe there really was no connect. Like maybe they just didn't know. Like maybe he was just banging her overseas and there was no way for them to know.
They should know.
They know everything.
Yeah, you got to think they know.
When they do backgrounds on these people, oh my God.
I think I agree with you on
that. I had one more question, too, about this this Humphreys, right? This guy was not allowed in the briefings or anything, right? He was kind of taken off the case from the very beginning?
Yeah, pulled off once they realized that he had that little connection with Kelly.
Aren't these great girls, though? I love girls like this. Just these rich, fucking dirty ones who want to be with the military guys.
Well, the weird thing is I was trying to explain it to my wife, who's a soap writer, and she goes, we never would have gotten this past the network. It's too implausible.
Right. It does sound ridiculous, right?
So the whole thing is just crazy, and it just keeps getting crazier. And by the way, the little email trick they were using with the putting the things in the draft on the Gmail account, they learned that from Al-Qaeda. That's what the terrorists use to transmit their messages to each other. So nice to know we're learning from the terrorists.
Well, it is a smart move. I actually heard about it first in a Don Cheadle movie, where he played the guy who was he was the star of the movie. I don't know. He was either the lead FBI guy, wherever he was. But that's how I heard about that first. Was in a Cheadle movie.
Wow.
Well,
yeah, it was an Al-Qaeda trick.
It's only going to get better, and part of me wishes we had Harvey Levin in the Senate hearings asking all the questions, because I think he'd ask the questions we all want to know.
Yes.
Yeah, hang with his cup of coffee, that dumb smile plastered to his face.
In between sips from his straw.
Yeah.
His sugary coffee drink. Ugh.
He doesn't want to get his white teeth stained.
Right.
That's why that's the model trick.
You're a fan of Harvey Levin? I'm so disappointed
I'm mocking
in you.
him.
All right, good.
Thank you.
I got scared for a second there.
No. But anyway, we're on it. We're following it, and it just keeps getting stranger.
It is
I don't know what
odd.
to expect next.
But
it is odd.
It's juicy.
Yes, it is juicy. It is juicy, and I'm enjoying the accuracy of Jimmy's coverage. I'm fascinated. But the sex is the bait, Jimmy, to get you in and follow it.
It very much is. Benghazi. Look, I don't know who this guy is. I mean, I've never met Ben, so I can't comment on him.
Oh, boy.
When it bombed the first time, I had to really clarify it with the name Ben.
Thank you, Mr. Stunty.
Thanks, Mike.
Thanks, boys.
All right, Mikey.
Blaze.com.
Yes, theblaze.com. Stunt Brain, everyone. We like the Stunt Brain. He knows that that political shit.
Let's eat our food before it gets cold.
Yeah, then make out.
Yeah.
You wanna crown the winner of the Erock audio / jingle contest next? Finally,
yes. Sure. Yeah.
We wanted to do it yesterday. Then we got so busy with all those guests, and they were all terrific yesterday.
Indeed.
Penn Jillette was a fucking hoot.
He's terrific, man. He can talk about anything. He's just a great talker.
A good guest. Yes.
He's really, he likes to talk, but it's not like too wordy.
He's interesting.
He always knows exactly where he's going. You don't have to direct him. I asked him one question. It took 20 minutes to answer. Not 20, probably like 7 minutes to answer, but it was fascinating all the way to the answer.
He's good. He tells a good story.
He knows how to break shit down.
Yarn.
Start reading his book too. It's really good.
Yeah.
He breaks down the Shaft theme.
Yeah.
Like, who would do that?
That's great.
That's how he opens the book. He's been bothered by the Shaft theme and why like they start singing 2 minutes into the song, and then like it's not written properly. And but it held my attention.
Yeah.
Like, who thinks this shit up?
He's good.
Book's good, man. It really is. It tells a good story. All right, we'll do the Erock thing next and some other shit.
Sure, let's do that.
Sirius XM. This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
We're such faggots. Not in the way where we take dicks, by the way.
Well,
relax, people. We're talking about how we like our tea.
That's right.
Lots of cream, lots of sugar, gentlemen.
Me and Danny are in agreement that you don't put fucking milk in your tea. And Aunt goes, oh, no, I enjoy milk in my tea.
My mother used to have that. She would always have half-drunk teacups all over the house.
Yeah?
Yeah. Have some tea with lemon. Little honey.
I like that if I have a sore throat.
Oh, I hope you're okay.
But if I'm just enjoying a cup of tea, I like it very sweet and some milky in there.
Ugh. Buzz off.
We're gonna. More importantly, we got a mystery caller.
Okay.
Mystery
Surprise caller. I have my theory as to who it is and what they want. I've already told the boys off air, so they'll confirm if I'm correct.
All right.
You don't know, right?
I honestly do not know, but I'm guessing.
No, but I have an idea.
I don't know.
Right.
It's not going to be pleasant.
I don't know, but I think I completely know.
All right.
Does that make sense?
Sure.
All right. Mystery caller.
I'd like to register a complaint with Opie and
Bingo.
I was right.
So was I. I wish we wrote it down.
I was right.
How do we all know that you were the mystery caller?
I'd like to register a complaint with Opie and Anthony.
Yes.
About their third wheel.
Yes, mystery caller.
Here's the problem. The problem is, people. I get a text from this ass last night about 7:30. Then, literally, I'm in the middle of doing something. 45 minutes later, I get a phone call. I don't know if you got my text. If you don't jump right away and answer this little worm. And in the middle of it, he's making some piddling offer. And he's going, there's not a lot of money, by the way. It's not, like every horrible producer that we hate, but when it's him, it's like, hey, you know, there's not going to be a lot of money. So I'm supposed to just let that slide. Listen, you cheap idiot, there's not a lot of money. Don't call me.
Now, here's why.
Shut your fucking mouth.
By the way,
Shut up.
when they said there was a mystery caller, I said it's probably Colin ridiculing my text.
Your text. Yes.
That doesn't stop the fact that you did it.
I'll tell you why I did it.
Your psychic ability doesn't change the fact you're an ass.
Now, what were you doing at 7? Here's why I texted you, and here's why.
I was at Creek. It doesn't matter what I was doing, but I was at Creek and Shade performing my Constitution show.
Now, here's why I called you after a text, which I never do. I never give follow-up calls.
Shut up. Yes, you do.
No, I don't. I was voted least likely to give a follow-up call.
I didn't realize that. And then he tries to throw Kenny under the bus. You never got back to Kenny, but I got back to Kenny the same day.
Oh, you see?
Text. You idiot.
He hasn't gotten that. Well, you see that? What we have here is a failure to communicate.
Oh.
I thought that for some reason, I knew that your power was back on. For some reason, I'm like, I wonder if he's having phone trouble. Because I hadn't talked to you in a few days, and I hadn't seen you. So I don't know why I thought that, but I sent Colin a text, a small offer, but it is literally all I have to offer. And I cleared it up, and then I didn't hear back from him, so I'm like, I wanted Colin to be the
45 minutes. Oh, that's what he also said. He goes, yes. He goes, you're the first person I'm putting this out. Whoa! The reason I'm the first person putting it out to is because you don't have the balls to offer any of your bigger friends that piddling offer.
No. I have 4 different things to offer, but you were the first one I wanted to ask. And I was letting you know you're the first one I'm asking, but I wanted to put out a couple of other texts, but I wanted Carl to be the first one.
That means Jimmy's got something. What do you got, man?
He says it like it's Scott Rudin.
Who's Scott Rudin?
Some big producer. Oh, we're really out of it. I only said that because I was at a thing that Scott Rudin was there. I wouldn't have even known that great reference myself, probably.
I don't know who he is.
We're out of the loop, guys. Let's face it. I should have said Scott Rudin. If we were all in showbiz, we'd be like, ha, ha, ha. Yeah. More important, I don't want to listen to Norton's rationalizations. What I want to say is, the fact is, Dice Clay's in the new Woody Allen movie. If Anthony doesn't have 20 minutes of Dice in Woody Allen movie.
We actually did do a little of that. Yeah, when we first heard about it. I can't wait till it comes out. Absolutely. I want to see Dice and Woody Allen.
It's going to be the greatest.
Oh, hell yeah. I love Dice. What are you doing?
I also would like to see Dice. I put it on Twitter, but I never heard back from anybody, you know.
Oh.
Like Norton, I expect an immediate response. Put out some thoughts, you know. And me and Norton are very similar these ways. That's why I know what he's up to when he's up to something. He can't fool me. I have the same mentality as him.
So I'll take that as a yes, by the way, and accepting my offer.
Take it as a no.
No, I want you to accept it.
Well, what's the offer? Anything good?
I'll say off air. No, it's nothing major. It's something that has
off air, and you're going to be deflated by the lack of. Yeah.
I would like you to accept the offer.
But also, I want you to see. I just laugh and blow them off. but all I want is for. I want Anthony to do the Petraeus. Dice talking about the Petraeus case also.
Andrew Dice, Petraeus?
Well, maybe there's a little deal that can be cut here.
Talking about Petraeus. What's that?
You want to hear Anthony do Dice and Petraeus? No, I want a yes from Colin Quinn. How about we all talk this out?
Oh.
No, I don't need to hear it. I was just throwing out my suggestions on Twitter. I was hoping all the fans would like, hey, Colin, great idea, and like retweet me and Anthony.
That would be good, because there are just a couple of hoers. A couple of hoers.
I thought I'd start a mild brush fire. Everybody just ignored me.
What are you doing today, Carl?
But honestly, I'm meeting Jer for breakfast in a few minutes.
Oh. Why don't you bring him by? We'll all have a hang.
Yeah, bring him by. It's about time.
Well, Jer.
Can I tell everyone where you go for breakfast? So maybe.
Boy. No, it was going to bug me.
Well, they won't bug you.
No, they won't bug you.
Bug you? They'll ask you to hold the camera.
They'll bug me. Yeah, because you're going to have to take a lot of pictures.
That's something about goddamn Anthony that time. He goes, I mean, I like Colin, but what's he doing?
Sorry, Carl. You're one of my faves.
Hey, it's the mystery caller. Why are we pulling back the fourth wall?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, don't treat the mystery caller like this.
That's right.
You still...
I'm leaving. I'll have to hit one. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I was going to say, you still working shit out at that place in Long Island City?
By the way, did anyone ever in the history of O&A just stop in the middle and go ahead, I'm sorry?
No.
But Colin
you
did
are
say,
the first.
Colin did say that at the beginning of his call, that he was at Creek and Cave.
Oh, is that what he said? Oh, okay. I didn't hear that. I would like to go down there again and see Colin. It was very
I would love you to. It's
very
really
fun.
Together.
It was very fun.
But here's all I have to say. All jokes aside about the Jim thing, because I'm obviously I'm like, I don't want to do it. Jim, call my manager.
Well,
hi, guys.
We'll call the manager, but I just wanted to put the offer out to Carl first.
All right.
Of course.
Yeah.
All right, Mr.
I had a lovely conversation with Kenny weeks ago about this project.
No, that's a totally different thing.
I know.
Okay.
The fact that you actually threw him under the bus as if I wasn't calling anyone back.
No, but that's why I thought your text. That's why I thought you might not be getting text messages, because if Kenny contacted you and for whatever reason your response got lost, I know you'd call him back about that. So I'm like, maybe Colin's not.
You lost. I spoke to Kenny on the phone.
Oh, I didn't know that. Kenny didn't relay that to me.
Angry Colin. Why are you so angry?
Kenny didn't tell me that.
I'm angry because look, you're like this. That's why I figured. It was literally 45 minutes later. He calls it. Excuse me, Jim Norton gets returned in 45 minutes. Something must be wrong with your text.
Well, I was just leaving you a follow-up message. That's all. I was anxious.
Yeah. Follow up.
Because if we had gone right to Colin's manager first, he'd be calling and going, will you fucking see me? You can't fucking talk to me. You don't got me. I'm right here. You got my fucking number. So I figured.
That's exactly what he would have done.
So I figured I would text you and let you know that I was asking you to do this. And then.
Did you take a course where you're like, try the personal touch with people,
Yes. I've been told that I'm too business oriented. They said, Jim, sometimes a smile goes a long way.
Yuckaroo. Hi, Mystery Caller. Enjoy your breakfast with Mr. Seinfeld.
Yeah, have fun.
I suggest you give a prize to anybody that guesses who the mystery caller is.
Bring Jeremiah. We'll all have a hang.
Sure. We'll all have a chew.
All right, guys.
All right.
That's stupid.
Right. Stupid.
Notice he doesn't even answer that really.
No way.
You think Jerry Seinfeld hates us or this type of radio?
He would not want to be part of these shenanigans.
We'd be cool. We have Chris Rock in from time to time.
Doesn't matter.
No?
Jerry is a whole another breed of animal.
What is he about, you think?
Porsches and millions of dollars.
Yeah.
So he doesn't need this shit?
He's not exactly the guy from the show, but he's got enough of the guy from the show in him.
I'm sure.
I don't think he'd like sitting in this atmosphere.
Speaking of the greats, Patrice O'Neal.
Yep.
It's almost been a year. My God.
Jeepers.
I'm surprised at myself. I still have not listened to his voice in a year.
Really?
Yeah, no, I kind of want
to. A couple of things.
A couple things out there. I want to check out that CD that came out after he passed. I want to listen to that.
Yeah.
I hear it's great. And we got more new material from Patrice O'Neal. New 20-minute stand-up consists of never-before-released all-new material recorded on April 17th, 2011 at the DC Improv. Better Than You was originally considered for a bonus track on O'Neal's Mr. P album, but was too long to fit on the same album that O'Neal had approved before his death.
He's like Biggie and Tupac, coming out with shit afterwards. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So it's a CD, basically, a 20-minute CD called Better Than You, and people are saying it's great.
Very cool.
Release date, so it was released already? Yeah. So how do they get it?
I'm going to guess iTunes. You can definitely get it on iTunes.
Yeah, I think it's iTunes and Amazon, I believe.
Well, it says reminder that Mr. P is available on iTunes and Amazon. So this material, all right, just search Patrice O'Neal and look for Better Than You.
$5.99.
And I believe the money going to a good place, right?
Yes, as far as I know.
Yes, I think his mother and Vaughn.
I
believe so.
Who's doing all right? She wants to come.
So.
She wants to come in.
Good.
I said, yeah, hell yeah. Maybe we'll get her in next week.
Yeah, before the holiday.
For the holiday. So there you go. Patrice O'Neal. We fucking missed this guy. Big fucking time, man.
Oh, yeah.
It's been almost a year. That's unbelievable. That's a quick year.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize it was that late in the month, the 29th.
It was the 29th because I was trying to figure that out.
I didn't realize it was after Thanksgiving.
Walked around like zombies for a while there, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Better Than You, Patrice O'Neal on iTunes and Amazon. There you go. And we'll put this on the Facebook page there, Erock.
Yes. That'd be good.
You want to go to Erock now?
Oh, boy. Erock.
So we had good intentions yesterday. We went through all the finalists of the side contest that's going on now.
You had good intentions.
Yes, we had good intentions. We have the O&A Jingle contest that is still happening. And one of these tracks that we play today could win both contests. But we discovered that so many people were focusing on Erock with the O&A audio contest that we made a side prize of $500, courtesy of IHateStevensinger.com.
$500 gift card.
Gift card to IHateStevensinger.com.
Yes.
Okay, very good. So we're going to do the side winner now for the Erock Jingle contest.
Votes have been tallied.
Yes.
Mystery ballots.
Yes. And we got the top 5.
These are all the ones that received votes.
Which is good news for us because that means we get to hear...
hear these one
again.
more time. Yeah.
And then how do we figure out how to put them into our show?
Well, anytime
these
Erock does something stupid,
I mean, we can throw some of the more popular ones in your replays.
Yeah, because these things should not go away anytime soon.
Yeah, and like you guys mentioned yesterday, it is the holiday season approaching, and we do have one of the songs is a take on Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Mm-hmm. Very holiday oriented.
Yeah, so we can make sure that our lovely board op Eric Nagel inserts that quite frequently.
Well, that's not happening.
Well,
he has a little control in there.
He'll be reprimanded.
Yeah. So in 5th place in the Erock Jingle / audio contest, I thought this should have been a lot higher. I'll be honest with you.
Look, they're all winners.
I thought this had a real good chance of winning.
This is number 3?
This is
number 5.
No, you're on 5. Okay, they are. It was a very hard choice, man. Very hard choice.
Right. Zeps, I'm sorry. 5th place for you, pal.
Cake and pie and chocolate and sweets. That is what Erock likes to eat. All for himself, he ain't sharing a bit. That's why he has tits, he's a fat piece of shit.
That only came in 5th, huh?
I'm amazed by that. That's how good this contest
But there were so few votes cast, no votes had been sent, that, one vote could make a big difference.
Well, Erock got 2 votes, and we might discuss that at the end of this.
That's fair. 1 for every 200 pounds.
Yeah.
Sorry. I didn't mean that at all.
Because there's some logic there that people hit me up with. That, of course, Erock's going to vote for one that makes him maybe look better than others.
I'll tell you what, you take out Eric's 2 votes, it was a 3-way tie.
Really? We have any other money laying around? Just thinking.
We might.
All right. 4th place in the Erock Jingle / audio contest. Sean F. with this beauty.
Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of size and weight. Worked in radio for a long, long time, but my skills are far from great. Write fan fiction and I hate my job, 'cause they make fun of my shape. Had to stay home after Sandy left, 'cause a branch blocked my escape. I'm an asshole. Won't you guess my name? Oh yeah, I've been known as Ex-Bago, and I don't watch sports at all. I bring nothing to the table. I love garlic, butter, salt. So if you see me, show some sympathy, 'cause I don't count calories. I shouted out, who broke the toilet seat? When all the while, I knew it was me. I'm an asshole. Won't you guess my...
That's a good one.
Very good, Sean F.
Fun little ditty.
We're going to put a lot of these on the Facebook page, maybe the top 5.
Yeah, we'll throw them up on SoundCloud and
then we'll link it to our Facebook page. Okay. And to the guys that we're talking about now, if you have a Twitter account, fucking give us your Twitter so you get a little,
Yeah, we can do that.
A little promotion for your Twitter.
We could give you tweets.
Because these names mean nothing. They mean something to you and maybe your family, but, maybe you get something out of it by getting some Twitter followers.
Who's
That'd be cool.
next?
All right.
I don't know.
Edgar.
Tied for second is what we're up to. Tied for second in the Erock Jingle / audio contest. Here's one that tied for second. Josh Howell. Yes. Tied for second. I'm bummed.
I like
this.
This is a good one.
I voted for this
You
one.
know Opie and Anthony and little Jimmy Norton, Travis, Al and Danny, and Roland, Troy and Sammy. But do you recall the most morbidly obese one of all? Erock the shit dick fat fuck. He's a lazy piece of shit. And if you ever saw him, you'd know him by his huge bitch tits. All of the other assholes laugh and call him Piggy Boy. They never let poor Erock have his hoagies and his shitty toys.
It's a great one.
Yeah.
I quickly checked my Twitter. A lot of people are fucking pissed. They're saying the 5th and the 4th place were the best ones.
Wow.
Which leads us to something we might discuss in a minute here.
Mm-hmm.
Tied for second with the one you just heard was Ron Roof with this.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Jam. Jam. Big jam tits. Jelly. Big jelly tits. 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 Big jam tits. Big jam tits. Big jelly tits. Tits. Big jam tits. Big jelly tits. Tits.
What now?
Tied for second.
Wow. I wouldn't have put that tied for second, to tell you the truth.
Really?
No.
Yeah.
No. I like the Christmassy one, but that one I don't think comes up to the standard of the Christmassy one.
Well, we got the winner.
I didn't realize.
I didn't realize. Boo.
Spoo.
I'm very spooky.
Yes. Going to haunt you. You're going to wake up in the middle of the night with your penis being tickled. Boo.
Oh, Steve.
Yes, you're going to find thick Lebanese fingers in your bottom. Ooh.
I saw someone on the street last night with the worst.
So what? So did I.
With the worst flame jacket.
Oh, really?
And I just thought of Steve.
Steve.
He would have loved that jacket.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I would have.
He probably owned it.
Just a jacket suspended walking down a hallway.
Boo. Yes.
Flame jacket.
Fire shoes.
Yes.
There's been a haunting. There's fire in my hallway, and then it disappears. And 2 dangling earrings. Looks like Guy Fieri, but gayer. Yes.
Boo.
I get it. I'm gay.
So we're up to the winner of the Erock jingle/audio contest.
I can't believe none of those won.
Huh?
I can't believe none of the other ones that we just played won.
Well, there's a theory going around.
Yeah.
There's a theory going around with the staff. Now, should we... Well, here's the theory. Erock got 2 votes.
We didn't really calculate what that could mean.
Right. Well, what it meant was Erock was going to pick one that made him look good.
Yeah, we didn't...
Or look better than some of the ones that are really harsh.
There was one specific one that made Erock look cooler, and I don't think any of us remembered that if he had 2 votes, he could just vote for the one that makes him look cooler.
Well, in the end, his 2 votes put him over the top. Put the contest over the top. Put this guy over the top. So the winner of the Erock jingle/audio contest is George Huckus with this.
Feet up on the board like I run the show. Hoagie in my mouth, hoagie in my mouth. Erock Army nigga. Erock Army nigga. Fat boy in the seat, bikini girls on the street. Coke floats in my cup, Coke floats in my cup.
So there you go. George Huckus wins the $500 gift card courtesy of IHateStevensinger.com.
I voted for that one.
You did,
Jimmy. And I'll tell you why. I didn't know 100% because I love the reindeer one. The reason I voted for that one, and it was hard. I think everybody by the time we had got to the contest, we've heard it so many times.
Right.
But there was just something about the Coke floats in my cup. It was just such a funny thing to say. Hoagies in my mouth. Like, what a weird, original thing to write. And even though he was calling him a fatso, Erock Army nigga, like, what a, just a very original.
Yeah. It was too good, too fast, and the guy should have waited to hear some real
Right.
duds before he sent
That's
it
what I
in.
said. That's how a lot of this shit works out. You need that wiggle room.
Coke floats in my cup.
I like the second time he repeats because he goes, Erock, I'm in the good.
Yeah,
he squeezes it out.
Yeah.
That's a fucking funny one, man.
That's just a funny one. But they were all funny, but that's why I like that one the most.
That is a good one.
It didn't go after Erock's obvious piggishness as much, like his fat tits or his side fat. No disrespect.
Well, and that's why we feel there's a theory going around that's why he voted for that guy.
He voted
for his
twice,
two
yeah.
votes put George over the top. To be honest with you,
Yeah, I'm not sure if it was a fair competition when it gets. I don't think Erock voted for that because it was the best one.
well, he's not going to vote for the really harsh one.
No,
Exactly.
He voted for one that's kind of cool.
Erock, comment?
Yeah.
No comment. I got to vote for what I wanted, and that's what I did.
Well, whoa.
Well, we decided that maybe. Do we have more money laying around?
I think if you want to give away another 500,
another 500.
I think we can do that.
Because we wanted to see what the contest would look like if we took Erock's votes out of it.
Yeah, because
and it's different. George Huckus would not have won if Erock wasn't allowed to vote.
George Huckus was really good.
And don't get me wrong, George Huckus, that was amazing. It was
It was
really
great.
good. Right.
But I also think that even though that was early, taking that aside, there were ones that at least were funnier than his.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there were ones that I laughed harder at the first time I heard theirs than I did the first time I heard his.
Yeah, probably. Like, I laughed harder, I think, at the reindeer one or another one, but I just liked this one the best as far as it being original.
Right.
And I enjoyed it.
I loved Zepp's.
I did too.
But then I let him down in the end, and the reindeer one influenced me at the last minute.
Oh.
I voted for reindeer. What did you vote for?
I voted for reindeer, yeah.
And Jimmy voted for nigga.
I'm making a movie called Reindeer Games. What?
There's already one.
I'm spelling it with a Z at the end.
Oh, okay. That's totally different.
And spelling rain, R-A-I-N.
Yeah, that's fine.
And deer, D-E-A-R.
Right.
So do you guys want to do a side contest quickly?
Yes, throw them on the table, boys.
If we have another $500 or a $500 gift card from IHateStevensinger.com, why don't we take Erock's vote out just to see how it would have been?
It's a good idea.
All right.
And you do have that tallied?
Yeah. Sure.
Can we do the runner-up to the side contest? That's just an excuse to play.
The runner-up to the side contest?
Well, this is good because now we're weeding out the one that was kind of cool, and we can just get back to replaying the horribly insulting
The really
ones.
horrible
Yeah.
ones.
You like this one better?
That Erock didn't even acknowledge.
Yeah.
Erock didn't even hear those.
Do you have the track list?
Which one did you vote for, Sam?
I voted for Sympathy.
Oh, okay.
I loved I do love
You know why? Because I thought it was just when he said "I'm an asshole."
I'm an asshole.
He just
It's a
fucking
great
sells
line.
it.
Oh
I'm an
my-
asshole!
And it's not even like you're making fun of the easy stuff. Like, you're not doing the fat thing or the lazy thing or whatever. You're
Just an asshole.
You're calling him an asshole.
That's it. Plain, simple, easy.
Did you like that one, Erock?
Sure.
Well, how about this? Answer this question. Which was your runner-up?
You won't like my runner, the second one anyway. It was the In Bloom one.
Wow. Didn't even make the top 5.
No.
That was by Sean F. too.
And my third was Dinosaur.
And that didn't make it.
Oh
I
my
like
God.
Dinosaur. I don't know why that fucking fell through the cracks.
Yeah, it was good, and it was accurate because dinosaurs were so big. You know, that's the one thing to keep in mind historically, how giant dinosaurs were.
Giant.
The one that was in my head all day yesterday was, it didn't even place. It was the guy who goes, who is the...
Oh, yeah.
Wait, what?
Where he's just singing without any music.
Fuck it. Let's play it. Which one was it?
No music. Yeah,
The dinosaur song was in my head all night, but the original.
Well, you know what? Erock's runner... No.
Not that one.
I'm playing Matt Lewis. Fuck it. This was Erock's runner-up, and it didn't make the top 5.
Floats in my cup.
Erock's the size of a dinosaur, He eats everything. Why do you think he's fat? Erock's the size of a dinosaur, He eats everything. His belly's not flat. He stops and eats some food. He's always in the mood. He stops and stuffs some food while he's found. He stops and eats some food, and then he takes a snooze. He stops and eats some food, then he sleeps at the board. Erock's the size of a dinosaur, He eats everything. Why do you think he's fat? Erock's the size of a dinosaur, dinosaur. He eats everything. His belly's not flat. His belly's not flat.
That one should have got more respect.
You know what? You're right. That should have. That was
Really
hilarious.
should've.
Eric,
That's a good one.
That was your second place, Eric?
No, that was his
third. Oh, what was your favorite lyric in it?
Go to hell, Sam.
Well, I just want to know.
That doesn't rhyme with anything.
I don't know why he doesn't fucking play along
Jesus,
with
why is
this
he so
shit.
mad?
Go to Hell Sam was not in that song.
No.
I didn't hear it once.
I don't know what the one word is. What does he say when after he goes? Then he eats some food because there's one.
He's always in the mood?
No, not snooze. There's another line.
And he falls asleep at the board.
Before then, he always eats some food, and then
he stops to eat some food.
He's always in the mood.
he stops to eat some food. He says it again.
When he's in the mood,
Yeah.
he stops to eat some food all the time.
No, I think I know what Jimmy's talking about.
Yeah, I know the line too. 'Cause I don't know what it is either.
Are we going to have to listen to
Yes,
it?
there's
one line I can't get.
It's the one word at the end of a line, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But is it early in the song?
No.
Yeah, it's about halfway through.
Halfway through.
Oh,
my
Erock,
God.
sorry.
It's the first one that goes, he stops to eat some food.
Because he's in the mood.
That's for science. We need to
Erock,
find
you like
out
this?
the word here.
Erock's the size of a dinosaur, dinosaur. He eats everything. Why do you think he's fat?
Not this part.
Erock's the size of a dinosaur, dinosaur. He eats everything. His belly's not flat. His belly's not flat.
Right.
He stops and eats some food. He's always in the mood. He stops and stuffs some food. All he's found. He stops and eats some
What is
food.
that?
What?
Oh, he's foul?
He stops and stuffs some food. Blah blah blah.
Always, it sounds like always foul.
What do
but
you think he's saying, Erock?
Oh, he's foul.
I don't know.
Weird.
Well, this
nothing from
episode
Erock?
of Misheard Lyrics.
All he's found?
Maybe
Stops to eat some food. All
And
he's...
eats some food. He's always in the mood. He stops and stuffs some food. All he's found. He stops and eats some food, and then he.
Although he's full?
No, all he's
All
something.
he's...
Maybe all
he's
he's found.
It might be all he's
Sounds like
found.
all he's... Everybody, the consensus is all he's found.
Oh,
Stops to eat some food. All he's found.
Oh, so
he eats all the food that he
gotcha,
found.
got it.
And then he goes and sleeps next to the board?
Right.
Yeah, you see, the problem is the lyric happens behind the Stemmons freeway sign, and you can't see exactly what it is.
Man,
yes.
So by the time it comes out, you know,
Yes.
Kennedy's on the other side holding a
Yeah.
hoagie to his head.
Jesus. Travis is bummed that one wasn't.
That's a great.
We
it was
played
just,
yesterday.
It was just in my head all day.
Which one was it?
I think it's track 28. It's the last one.
Thomas Hamilton.
I
Wait,
think
wait.
so, yeah.
Track 28, just to bring everybody on board.
Yeah.
Is this a disc of all the entries or...
Only the Erock entries.
And track
There's
28?
33 of them.
Okay.
I think we played all 33 the other day, too.
It's like a
Didn't
triple
we?
album.
Yeah. There's 33 Erock entries. It's supposed to be the
That's
O&A
crazy.
audio contest.
He's famous.
But Travis is saying this should have got a little more respect.
It was in my head all day. No.
Oh, that's
No,
not it.
that's not
But
it.
that's a great one too.
All right,
That's not it.
Well, as you try to find it, I'll just play this out. Fuck it.
Erock's a fat pig.
Isn't that amazing? Because Erock's just kind of chubby.
I know.
Erock's a fat pig. Erock's a fat pig. The Opie and Anthony Show with Jim Norton and a fat farm animal.
You'd think Erock was like fucking really fat with the songs that
That's
came
why
out.
this is a great bit. Because they finally see him and they go, what the fuck?
It's going to make him look like way skinny, though.
Yeah.
Because people are going to
Yeah.
be expecting
Yeah, look
when
at it
they
that way, Erock.
Hurley from Lost.
When they see him live, they think he's going to be just some really fat pig.
Are they still adding pictures to faterock.com?
I haven't visited in so long. This is all new to me.
Oh, my God. All right, do you got it?
No, I mean it's probably between 3 that are on there, and I don't know if I'm gonna listen to all 3. You know, it's tough. I don't know all the titles.
It might be an untitled one.
It might be number 15. I don't know.
Well, let's see. I mean, these all go away after today for the most part.
No. It's not this one.
Nope. There was no music to it.
31.
Would you know it if you heard it?
Oh, yeah. I'll know it the second I hear it.
I know the one.
All right.
I'm sorry, Erock. Growing up in Florida,
No.
he rode a boat to school.
No.
33.
That one was terrible.
33.
This is the last one. 33.
Rode a boat to school. Kind of funny.
The dinosaur one, now I kind of wish I had voted for.
I know, that's a good one.
No.
I would have to go in the back.
Poor
not it.
Erock. Some of these are really insulting.
They really are.
Wait, how about we try this one?
I want to eat.
No.
Like you.
No?
No, that's not it.
How about this one?
I like just hearing the clips. It's actually funny.
No.
It's music.
Well, how does it go?
You know, Anthony knows
I know
exactly
exactly the
what I'm
one. Yeah, yeah.
Well, is there a word in there?
Nope.
Probably fat.
Erock is a dinosaur.
Wait, what did that guy say?
Enjoy
Weird,
that.
though?
The way he
Oh,
said
no. We got to replay this one.
Yeah.
That's how he says dinosaur.
Erock is a dinosaur.
Erock is a dinosaur. Marching, marching. Erock is a dinosaur.
Dinosaur.
So fat.
Fat.
Erock is a dinosaur.
Dinosaur.
Marching. Wake up, little piggy boy, and fucking take us out.
You know what just made me laugh while I was listening to that?
Yeah.
All these songs are about a human being, and he's literally sitting in the next room listening to everything. And this is the third day of this.
Are you saying it's overkill? How dare you? How dare you?
He's a person, and he's in there.
Erock is a dinosaur marching.
Hey.
Erock is a dinosaur.
Is it the Boom Police? That's fucking my favorite word in the contest. Is dinosaur.
Dinosaur.
Is it this one?
Nope.
No. Is it this one?
No.
I want that dinosaur.
It's not
Dinosaur.
It's not this one.
Before we move on, we're talking about.
No.
Nope.
Come on, man. Now we need to know.
No, I'm sorry.
Nope.
Erock is a dinosaur marching, marching.
Erock is a dinosaur.
I love the bad audio quality, too.
Oh, it's terrible.
Fucking recorded it next to a fan.
Dinosaur with a Z.
He's the best, that guy.
Dinosaur.
Marching, marching. Erock
Why do
is
you-
a dinosaur. Oh,
What
yeah.
do you think is fun?
God, come on. We've pretty much done all of them.
You want to take it from the top?
Nope.
I'm going to find this fucker.
Nope.
No.
Oh, come on.
Is this it?
He's the boy that loves.
Oh, this is the one? Okay.
That's the one. All right.
Travis wishes this got a little more attention.
What track number is this?
It didn't even make the finals when we went through the finals.
I got to point him out every day. Sorry, audience.
He can't be nicer, too.
Yeah.
I know he's a great guy, but but Jesus.
Until he's fucking at 2.
I know who we're talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
Pew, pew. That guy fucked the dinosaur. She got him fired. Fired.
I figured it out.
Fuck the stormtrooper.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
He's going to buy the fucking radios.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, no.
He went right by the radio.
Are they?
Oh.
No, one guy
by the office.
No, we got a guy that likes listening to our show right down the hall.
Are we
He
on a
can't
delay?
possibly think
And he
we're
puts it
talking
on
to
really
him.
loud.
He can't
No
possibly
way.
think we're talking
That
about
would just
him.
be a paranoid thing to be.
Yeah.
Oh, they're talking about
Talking
me,
about
obviously.
Star
Yeah, especially
Wars.
since he just walked by the radio and we're saying he just walked by the radio. That's very covert.
Is he still there? Is he still standing by the radio?
Well, if he
Because
didn't know
the jig is
before,
up.
he knows now.
Oh, man.
What are you going to fucking talk about until you're in the coffee room?
The dinosaur.
A lot of these should have got more attention.
That's the best one.
We might have to go through all of them again.
I like that one.
Make sure these guys get their proper
That's why we
attention.
can't do contests.
Make sure we didn't leave a good one out.
No, I think you got to put top 5 on our Facebook page and maybe a couple honorable mentions.
That dinosaur has to go. I love that one. And now this one that I really do like.
I don't know this one.
Yeah, this one got kind of thrown away early on in the contest. But Travis is like, no, man, you got to bring this one back for a little attention. He doesn't get anything. What's his name, by the way?
I don't know.
Use your Twitter names, man. At least you get some promotion out of it. Alan Casper.
Ooh.
Who is the boy that loves hoagies and bacon? Who never has it? Every skelly owns his break. It must be the one and only Erock. Pretends to work while looking at bikinis. Masturbates with bacon grease martinis. Cold floats rectify his weenie. It must be the one and only Erock.
I think I understand the appeal. It reminds me very much now of your puts the lotion in the first word it's told.
Yes.
That silence the musical thing.
I just love how it all starts out as a mystery. Who's the boy who loves hoagies and bacon?
It must be the one and only Erock.
Wait, what? What part? Right in the beginning?
Yeah.
Who is the boy that loves hoagies and bacon?
It's still a mystery. It's still a mystery at that point.
Hoagies, bacon.
Has it? Every skelly owns his break.
Every skelly owns his break.
It must be the one and only Erock.
Oh, and you get the answer.
Which Erock does he mean? Does he mean the Erock who's a dinosaur?
Dinosaur march.
Can we one more on that one, please? One more time.
Is
It's all I want.
a dinosaur.
Why do you think he's fat?
Why do you think he's fat? I like the way this guy talks.
Just all I want to do is listen to this man sing.
you talk.
You like the way I talk.
I don't even know where that one is anymore.
Why is that even a picture?
I want to eat.
Nope. Now I'm going to do this again.
A dinosaur.
Nope.
I don't know where it is.
Oh, come on. You got to
swear.
find it.
It's in there.
Erock is a dinosaur.
It might be this one.
Oh.
There you go.
Erock is a dinosaur marching. Erock is a dinosaur. How did he get so fat?
So fat.
Erock is a dinosaur marching. Wake up, little piggy boy, and fucking take us out.
I love that he goes fat. I like how he lands on his T.
Why do you think he's fat?
It actually came to us on a wax cylinder. We had a
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Mary had a little lamb and fleece as white as snow.
I noticed that we never replayed these in the contest.
Which ones?
The top 9 on the list.
Oh,
because we only grabbed a couple for the finals.
Well, those had already...
But that was yesterday, and there's new
No, we didn't play those.
at all.
Well, they got one airing.
That's it?
I mean, if
Yes.
you want to replay them.
I just want to make sure there's no nuggets in there. I want to make sure everyone gets their proper attention.
Hey, look,
Yeah.
they're all good.
Show's got to be fair, if nothing else.
Whoa, 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 we know Erock's fat. He has more chins than Chinatown. He likes to look at bikini pics while he's at work. He should die in a hole. But he would not fit because he's so fat. We all know. Erock on me, nigga.
I know.
Is that the same guy?
No. What?
You couldn't even use a synonym for
What
fat
happened
at the
was
end.
these.
No.
I don't even think these ever aired. I think what you did was you gave me some of the better ones and said, "Look, they're really awful." I don't think we ever played that one.
That was not awful. He can't fit in the hole.
These are the awful ones. I got a couple awful ones, and then we're gonna give another side prize out, and then we're gonna finally be done with this.
I don't like the look of it.
Erock is a fat
Have you heard this one?
Erock is a fat soap. Erock is a fat soap. Erock is a fat soap.
Fat soap.
Erock is a fat soap.
All right.
Oompa loompa doompa-dee-do. XM Sirius Radio. Oompa loompa doompa-dee-dee.
This one had a great
Mornings
line.
with Opie and Anthony. Erock is a fat soap. Erock is a fat soap. Erock is a fatso.
What do you get between 6 and 10?
Something before Sam's shit show begins. But it's repulsive, revolting, and wrong. Jamie has different voices all day long. Yeah! Erock is a fatso.
Hang on. That's great.
Erock is a fatso. Oompa loompa doompa dee doo. Erock looks like Honey Boo Boo. And have a nice day. Opie and Anthony are here to stay.
It's the only redeeming part of that song.
I like that a lot, actually.
I can't look at him. Is he laughing?
Let me check.
Laughing?
Oh, he's laughing.
No, he's not.
That stinks.
Did you get the honey?
I thought the group was one today.
Yeah.
I know we all have our issues.
But
I thought we all were coming together today.
Erock doesn't look like Honey Boo Boo in the face.
No, not at all.
Boo in the face.
Just in the tits you're talking.
Oh, Danny.
He's had so many years. Like, he could have fucked everybody over by, like, just cut down on the eating, work out. He gets all fucking, like, ripped. And it's just like, fuck you guys.
Right.
Well, that's the beauty of it.
Fuck you
don't
guys.
give a fuck in the end.
He doesn't give a fuck. You don't think?
You don't give a fuck.
I could buy a gym membership or some Legos.
Oh, right. Well,
here's another one that was deemed a bad one that we didn't really play. Maybe played once. Maybe. Some of these I don't think we ever played.
Erock is fat. So fucking fat.
I like this.
Hey, Erock, if you're awake, take us to break.
Now he's just on his phone.
Little barbershop. That's pretty good.
Now he rocks just
fucking
on his phone.
Roggoff. Fucking barbershop Roggoff.
Who's he talking to?
I don't know. Do you want to ask him?
Probably Human Resources.
Why is he qualified to call them?
Who should he be calling?
Bovine Resources.
Oh, poor Eric.
Wow.
And I don't
Jurassic Resources.
Oh, my God. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Chip couldn't figure it out.
Erock's fat, he weighs 1,000,000 pounds, and he keeps pocket money so he can buy more treats.
Opie and Anthony, motherfucker.
£1,000,000.
Do you really weigh 1,000,000 pounds?
Erock comment? £1,000,000. I'll take that as a no.
I was howling, and everyone was howling.
Erock, were you howling? Erock, were you howling? Erock, were you howling? Fucking howling. Erock, were you howling? Erock, were you howling?
I was howling, and everyone was howling.
Erock, were you howling? Erock, were you howling? Erock, were you howling?
Fucking howling.
Erock, were you howling? Erock, were you howling?
Laughing my ass
I was
off.
howling.
I was howling.
Fucking howling.
What the fuck? That makes fun of me.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
Great. I
got a tree on my house.
Oh, okay.
It's not very funny these days, is it?
I think we know where Erock's 2 votes would have gone if you had played that one.
Oh, yeah.
All right,
That's a good one.
So I checked my Twitter, and people are very pissed off.
Look, everyone's going to have their own winner.
They really believed that either Zepp's or the Reindeer song should have won.
Well,
Interesting you say that.
You know what?
And I'm just saying, like, maybe next time we'll have the listeners vote.
Yeah,
Sometimes things are put to a vote. Sometimes somebody wins, and sometimes people aren't happy with the results.
But the theory is Erock voted for the one that made him look all right.
Yeah,
instead of the really, really bad one. So
that definitely happened.
Steven Singer said, fuck it, I'll give away another $500 gift card. So what we're going to do, just to finally wrap this entire thing up, we're taking Erock's votes away. Erock Army nigga won. He won his $500 gift certificate.
Right,
but now we're just taking Erock's votes away to see how it would have been.
And this will be the moral victor.
This will be the moral victor. So
yes.
this is the side contest now. So who's the runner-up in the side contest?
Do you want me to tell you, or just
the Continental belt?
Yeah.
The Intercontinental
Just give me a
belt.
number.
Yeah.
It's not really
You
as
have,
big.
Oh, that CD?
Need an extender.
Who's the Intercontinental?
Oh, no,
champ?
I can go to the
Magnificent one, Don Morocco.
That's right, Don Morocco.
Yeah, he had that a lot.
For a long time. Bob Backlund would always go.
Yeah,
Don Morocco.
The useless title.
That title's useless.
Don't say the number either. Okay. The runner-up in the side contest.
Who also wins.
You will?
No, not the runner-up.
The runner-up.
Travis, stay focused.
Boy, so this
Edgar, go. Edgar will. Not leave
really?
alone.
Edgar's been clawing at your arm.
So, just to, you don't even have to follow along out there. Just listen to these stupid songs again. Basically, this guy, if we took Erock's vote out of it, he would have came in second place.
No, wait.
Yeah, the runner-up to the runner-up in the side contest is this. This guy doesn't win money.
Okay.
Is that right?
Not a
This guy does not win anything.
Nothing.
Except applause.
Yes.
But he would have.
And then the next one that you play.
But this guy would have moved way up if Erock didn't have a vote.
But you're playing another track after this, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
For the $500 gift certificate.
Yes.
Okay.
Don
don't
the
follow along
Magnificent.
out there at this point. I get it. You don't listen that closely to this
Don
shit.
the Magnificent Morocco is horrible. Look at those
the original
big-
Rock.
Look at those big shorts.
Don Morocco.
The original one, the magnificent one, Don Morocco, was the Intercontinental. He would fight Tony Atlas.
Would he?
Yes!
Kick the shit out of him, too.
Jeez, he looks
Titan
mean.
Sports.
Oh, he would fuck you
For
up.
newspaper use only.
He's a big dude.
Brick house.
This is illegal what we're doing.
Yeah.
Oh man,
That's when guys used to grow like body hair.
yeah,
Yeah.
something happened.
You don't see body hair on these lunatics anymore.
You know they used
shaved
to
out
actually
everything.
put wrestling results in the newspaper and in the sports section.
Nice.
It's like wrestling
Worked
results.
everywhere.
So is that Don Morocco
I
now?
thought it was.
Oh man,
It might
could have
be.
been.
It kind of looked like him in the
Did
face a
look
little
like
bit.
him.
Let me see him.
You sure? Go back to
No, that looks like...
Put Donnie M back.
No, that's not him.
No,
Nope.
He's got a name tag that says Bert something.
I bet
know.
Don Morocco's dead.
No, he's not dead.
No,
You've seen Don Morocco.
He's the magnificent one.
Oh,
I've seen him at conventions. I've never gotten
How
a
does he
picture
look?
with him.
does he get a line of people?
He does all right.
How's his muscles?
Better than Virgil?
He does a lot better than Virgil.
Yeah.
Right there.
He's thick. He doesn't have the definition he used to, but he's still thick.
Think you still fucking could punch somebody in the mouth?
Oh,
hard?
God.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
would knock
yeah.
your teeth out still, no problem. All right, so this guy would have moved way the fuck up the list if Erock didn't have a vote.
Right.
So one more time, and probably the last time, unfortunately, you get to hear this.
Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of size and weight.
Size and weight.
Worked in radio for a long, long time, but my skills are far from great. Write fan fiction and I hate my job, 'cause they make fun of my shape. Had to stay home after Sandy left, 'cause a branch blocked my escape.
What are you?
Oh man.
I'm an asshole.
Yeah.
Won't you guess my name?
Erock.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm as sex bagel. And I don't watch sports at all.
Food. You hear food,
I
right?
bring nothing to the table. I love garlic, butter, salt. So if you see me, show some sympathy. 'Cause I don't count calories. I shouted out, who broke the toilet seat?
Who did it?
When all the while, I knew it was me.
Well, who are you? It's me.
What are you?
I'm an asshole.
Yeah.
Don't you guess my name?
Erock.
You're right. Sex bagel.
Sex bagel.
We got some creative, talented people out there. Talented people. They should send in some shit just out of nowhere, man.
yeah.
We'll
Why
play
not?
more of your stuff, Sean F. That was really good.
By the way, this is all leading
Really
towards Bageling with the Sex, which
Oh.
premieres Saturday night.
Premieres?
2 days away.
6 p.m. Eastern.
Meaning it's not a one and done.
Yeah, right now it's only scheduled at once,
Oh,
but
okay.
that's not to say.
All right,
it couldn't
finally.
grow.
So if we took Erock's votes away from the contest,
Bageling with the sex.
this guy.
I don't know.
Worse.
I don't know who came up with that title.
Bageling.
I think it was Erock.
So if we take Erock's votes away, we have another $500 gift card for the moral victor here.
Yes.
Right?
If you use the noun and the verb,
That's fine. It works.
you could have sexing with the
A
bagel.
lot of people suggested that. It was turned down.
But bageling with the sex it
works.
So stupid. It works. I love it, but it's really stupid.
Erock is a dinosaur marching.
Erock is a dinosaur. What do you think he's
It's Edgar.
Yeah.
That guy rules.
So
That guy.
obviously, Erock Army Nigga, who won the entire Erock contest, If we take Erock's votes away, he would not have won.
Right.
But George Huckis, don't worry, you got the $500 gift card from IHateStevenSinger.com. It's in the bag. So for the moral victor here.
And another $500.
And another $500.
Yeah.
This is what would have won if Erock didn't have a vote. Which one is it? I don't even know.
Oh, I think I know.
Playing track 3, right?
Trey. Oh, yeah, Trey. So this guy wins $500 thanks to IHateStevenSinger.com. Josh Howe, congratulations.
Yep.
Yes.
Aw.
Erock is a dinosaur?
You know Opie and Anthony and little Jimmy Norton, Travis, Al and Danny, Roland, Troy and Sammy. But do you recall the most morbidly obese one of all?
Who is it?
Erock, shit, dick, fat fuck.
Oh!
He's a lazy piece of shit.
Piece of shit!
And if you ever saw him, you'd know him by his huge bitch tits.
Bitch tits.
All of the other assholes laugh and call him Piggy Boy.
Piggy Boy!
They never let poor Erock have his hoagies and his shitty toys.
And there you have
That's a good one right there. How dated is that song going to sound when Sal gets fired? Because it's like his name's at the beginning. It's going to be like, oh, remember Sal? Who?
We're not going to be able to play it anymore.
Yeah, it'll be like,
no one's going to understand.
We'll just bleep it out.
Yeah.
Put in somebody else.
Someone else.
John.
Easily replaced, just like a lyric.
Name. That's
a totally different voice.
Put in another name.
You know what Sal was doing yesterday?
Nothing.
Well,
I figured I'd play the odds.
He kept playing Erock jingles every time Erock walked into the office.
Oh.
So a little something.
Cute.
A little something.
What is that?
I know. I saw him earlier.
What is that gnome lummox?
That idiot. Gnome.
Giant gnome lummox.
Yeah, that hat has nothing to do with the weather outside either.
No, of course not.
It's like all
it's
about
one of
his
those guys?
look, man. It's
a
one
lot
of those wool pointy hats with the long wool fucking paeus that come down from
like
it.
a ski hat with one of those little pom-poms on the top.
The hipster fucking.
He's going for the
it
look,
used to
you
be
think?
the grunge hat.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
See that in L.A. a lot.
I like to wear a hat that just says team on it.
Nice. Really? Nice. All right, so that's it for the Erock side contest.
Yep.
That was great.
But here's the beauty of it. We still have the O&A audio contest we're going to get back into.
Of course.
Probably tomorrow or next week. I don't know. We'll give it away by Thanksgiving, right?
After Thanksgiving.
We can.
Yes.
Do we have new entries to play that we haven't heard yet?
I can get you some.
Yeah, we should. Maybe tomorrow. And now
look,
we're back on the O&A audio contest. But here, I know what you say it. I know what you're going to say.
I was going to say the ones that we played weeks ago are even going to sound new, to a lot of people.
Plus the fact that some of these Erock ones do have a chance of winning the entire fucking contest. So you might hear some of these again.
And here's what's even tougher is that so many of these Erock ones we all love now.
Yeah.
How do I put...
I'll tell you what the winner should be. Erock is a dinosaur marching.
Erock is a dinosaur. What do you think is fun?
There you go, the T.
You got his voice already.
But I'm happy we got... who is it? Thanksgiving.
Right around the corner.
Giving. The turkey, mashed potatoes. We are gonna have a good time. The turkey, mashed potatoes. It's Thanksgiving, giving.
That is better than the Hanukkah song.
It's a huge hit
as far as holiday songs go.
That's the number one.
That's moving up the charts.
7.5 million fucking views already.
Look how
it's better than iPhone 5.
What's the likes dislikes ratio? Because I've never seen a video like that has millions of views.
Yeah, but
give a little volume.
15,000 people like it.
Okay. How many don't like it?
111,000.
Wow.
Let me full screen this bitch.
Coming up.
I want to see me some little girl.
Come on.
Danny, I can't see it. What are you, at home hanging out?
Steak. Thank you.
She's barefoot.
Yeah. You could do a turkey foot on
it.
it.
Nice tootsies.
Was it? Yeah, what is that?
Oh. How cheesy.
My new favorite part. All right, everybody. Oh, it's Thanksgiving. Giving.
We were gonna have a good time.
Oh.
It's Thanksgiving.
What are you gonna
pouring stuffing?
What are you gonna have on Thanksgiving?
This is lame.
Oh.
Yeah, look at her tootsies. She's a foot goddess. Worship those tootsies. Oh, mac and cheese, yay!
Oh, no.
Don't
What happened to the fucking video?
Danny's jealous. Because I used to like his bottom.
Thank you.
How does a 12-year-old get away with dancing until dawn, by the way?
Especially with a black man over their house.
She's got a shirt on the whole video, dance until dawn.
Oh, look at this guy.
Is that the Elmo guy?
I know.
Looks like him, right?
Yeah. Was Easter
big dumb earrings.
and the 4th of July. Uh-oh.
Why does he make like that whack-a-mole entrance? It's
He
ridiculous.
does. He kind of pops up out of nowhere. We are gonna have a good time. Fucking Chris Hansen sitting at the table.
Eating turkey legs.
Why don't you have some turkey and mashed potatoes? Why don't you have some turkey, mashed potatoes? Well, I see you brought the turkey, mashed potatoes, and condoms.
Oh, great.
And Zima. Oh, God.
Black guy runs in dressed like a turkey.
Why does he have to be in the video?
The rap. Forgiven? It's good. It's all wiggerish.
Is this
It was written for her. She was just reading it.
Yeah, of course.
Is this Bon Jovi's daughter?
Ribs. He's eating ribs in a chicken
Why
suit.
wouldn't he be?
Of course. Could eat chicken in a rib suit. Thanksgiving. Come on. Come on what? Oh, now she takes
I
the
love
turkey
when she
leg.
sings into the turkey leg. It's like a microphone with hair on it. Sing into the hairy mic. Salt and pepper hairs on it. With dandruff on my thighs.
You know what? I give this 2 thumbs up.
Yeah. Yeah. Show those tootsies again.
Thanksgiving.
And there's a criminal in the video.
Oh,
Is that
brother.
it? Where are we at with Jimmy's
That's the
party
big
video?
one.
Are we doing it?
I would love to.
I can't wait for a big follow-up song Christmas.
Yes.
We need
And
It's
New Year's.
Christmas.
And the presents.
The presents.
we need someone that's going to do us a favor for the radio show and produce the Jimmy party video.
Yep.
Because we need real shit. We need a nice set. We need real cameras, not our
Let me get
shitty
that
ones
down.
that we walk around with. What do you think? Can
I
someone
agree.
help us out?
Yeah, we got to do that.
Maybe we could promote your company or something. We can't really pay you.
Yeah, is Noah's dad listening? Please get in touch.
Oh, yeah.
We do want to make a Jimmy parody song video, like these videos that are popping up left and right now. All right.
Christmas.
Can we take a break?
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Time to get my pictures.
Thank you. Thank you.
She's going to be eating turkey and stuffing, having fun.
Yeah. A Thanksgiving.
2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up.
She should write a song about what really happens at Thanksgiving, where like your grandfather gets too drunk on bourbon, just passes out on the couch.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
Have to sit next to the uncle who molested you and you never told.
Now pass him the corn.
Yeah. The fat aunt puts raisins in the stuffing. Someone mumbles cunt and she hears him. And the black man shows up, and 2 drinks later, the N-bombs are flying. Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving.
I like how she's Spanish, but Jimmy
Yes,
sings
he
it.
is. Right after the turkey man leaves, the jewelry is missing. Thanksgiving. A bunch of white girls and this man. My dad is a cuckold. Thanksgiving.
Daddy is prepping the bull for Thanksgiving.
Yes, he's breeding my mother.
The black cock, the cream pie.
The white one.
Oh my
Yeah,
God!
you really have a dark meat, white meat thing going on.
yeah.
If I was
Two
with you enough,
thumbs
like a
up.
Jimmy Norton.
Very good. All right, we'll break, I guess.
Big hit.
Big hit. It has potential. I don't know what the fuck we're going to do next, but we're professionals.
Whatever.
We'll certainly figure it out.
It's going to be great.
It certainly will be, Sam.
Coke floats in my cup. Erock Army, nigga.
Erock Army, nigga.
Erock Army, nigga. Sirius XM. The Opie and Anthony Show.
My eyes are burning today from playing Call of Duty.
Really?
Black Ops 2.
Getting better online.
Well, let me tell you something. I got my what is called a Zim Edge. That's XIM. Not a commercial, just something I use. It's the Zim Edge, and what you do, you plug that bad boy into your Xbox, right? Then you plug a mouse and keyboard into the Zim, and that fucker rocks just like a PC. No lag, no bullshit like the old adapters you used to try to hook up, and you'd move the mouse, and it would take a while, or it would clip, or it wasn't fast enough. This fucking thing brings the whole PC gaming experience, which I like playing, to the platform games where everyone's playing. See, I can play on PC, but no one I know plays on PC. So you're playing with a bunch of computer nerds. So I can play on Xbox now with all my pals out there, and I'm not handicapped with that stupid fucking controller that I never grew up using for video gaming. I grew up using mouse and keyboard, and I know how to fucking, maneuver and shoot using a mouse and keyboard.
So you got a lot better. Because you're using this way.
In seconds, I am fucking owning.
Do you watch over-the-air broadcast television, or have you learned to use cable?
All right, Danny Ross, purist motherfucker.
It's a fair question.
I watch the technology that is available to me and everybody else.
Well, availability does not mean that it is a prerequisite to play the game.
Look,
and I feel that a console game is a console game because everybody is playing it in the same way.
So a race game, you shouldn't have a steering wheel?
Well, I don't know the detail. I can't argue the steering wheel aspect of this.
Obama?
No, because I'm not prepared to argue it. Honestly, like I don't know. In a racing game, there's never a need to turn around instantly.
Yeah.
Okay. There is a need for that in Call of Duty.
Yeah.
So when you could turn around instantly in Call of Duty, that gives you an advantage.
There's not a turnaround button. I have to move the mouse.
Sure, but there's also auto aims in Call of Duty. So not only are you being pinpoint accurate, but you're being pinpoint accurate with help.
No, not with help. It's no auto aim. I gotta fucking put that reticle right on the bad boy. But I could fucking shoot him square on the face and right across the map.
Because there's sensitivities, issues that you can get around with something like this.
So I'm more accurate with a mouse than I am with that stupid joysticky thing.
The device allows you to move your axes quicker than you would be on a joystick.
Perhaps not, because I've seen people fucking own with a controller, and I don't win every match. No. I'm down in the middle of the pack.
I'm sorry, what's the name of this device? I can't remember.
The XIM, the Zim Edge.
Oh, the Edge. That's right.
Oops.
It's not called the Zim Leveler.
It gives an edge to the people that are used to playing with a mouse and keyboard.
It gives an edge to the people who have never picked up an Xbox controller and figured out how to use it the right way.
It's affirmative action for the people
It's called I suck at this game. What can I buy to make me better?
No.
Am I the judge here? Danny's kicking your ass, but
yeah,
I'm closer in age to Anthony, so I kind of get his point. We didn't grow up with the controllers. We stink. When you're in your 40s,
at what point
stink at
do you just mouse over to the guy's head and just right click for headshot? At what point do you start doing that?
No, you can't do that. I mean, I could.
Where does it stop? Where does it start and where does it stop?
Well, I'm still only using what's available on the controller, but I'm using it on my mouse and keyboard. So I can move it just like you can with the joysticks on the controller. And I don't have extra buttons that do special things like spin around 180 degrees. I don't have that button.
Because you haven't figured out how to program it that way.
No, it can't be programmed like that. I got to use the mouse.
It's available to everybody. It's technology that's available to anyone that wants to get it.
When I buy my Xbox 360, does it come with this?
No.
Well, then you shouldn't use it in a game. I mean, I'm saying that you shouldn't use it, but saying that just because it's available to everybody doesn't mean that just because you have it, everybody else should go have it, and then fuck you because you don't have it.
There are people that hate mouse and keyboard that use controllers and do very well with a controller. I don't, so I got this. What about ergonomic controllers then? That are actual controllers, but they're
you're talking about
laid out
you're trying to argue a third-party controller system. You're saying, "Hey, I don't like my controller. I want to use a different controller." And you're saying, "Well, I'm using a different controller. My controller happens to be a mouse and keyboard." What I'm saying is that a platform gaming as a whole is because we're all using the same hardware. Everybody has the same graphics card, the same processor, the same output for the most part. It's a all-in-one system so that it cannot be fucked with, so that everybody is on a level playing field, and that boils down to the control system as well. So when a system is packaged with a controller, that's the controller that's meant to be used. That's when these games are being designed. They're being designed for use with these control systems. So when you then put a mouse and a keyboard in, you're taking that and turning it upside down. So you're being selfish because you want to play with your friends when you should just buy the goddamn game for your PC.
No, I need to play with my friends.
Exactly.
And fuck it, I'm owning.
But why can't you just admit that, yeah, this controller gives me an edge over the average Xbox 360 Call of Duty player?
I'm not saying that. It gives me an edge over myself playing with a controller.
Now,
but I don't. Okay, it's very rare that I'm at the top of the pack at the end of a fucking round.
I see what you're saying. I think what you're saying is like maybe a kid, like a 12-year-old kid who's like, I just kicked your ass. Like if you put him behind a mouse keyboard situation,
he's going to suck
he would
like I would with a controller.
I agree, but the game was designed to be played with the Xbox 360 controller. If you want to play Counter-Strike, be my guest.
Where are the Danny Ross rules of fucking? I haven't seen this written out that you have to have the controller.
And no one's saying it, but when it comes down to it, if I'm playing a Call of Duty game, and 9 out of 10 people are playing with the controller, and there's this one guy who's tearing shit to pieces, and he's using one of these Zim controllers. Well, then fuck you, and I don't want to play with you.
Oh man, well I won't tell anybody on there that I'm using it.
Well, we got
tell everyone here though.
We got a guy from California. He plays in tournaments.
Oh yeah, tournaments.
Well, yeah,
it's a different story.
Well, let's see what he says. Greg in California. Greg.
Good morning. How are you?
Hey, Greg.
All right, Greg.
I do play in tournaments, so you know I'm not full of shit. The next one I'll be playing in is on Saturday this week, the 17th, right outside of L.A.
Wow.
This guy's definitely
not full
legit.
of shit.
You know what? You're not full of shit.
What's your point?
Very good.
You're specifically told to bring your own controller, but any third-party controller is not allowed. Exclusively the Edge, because it does give certain people an advantage to the game.
All right. Well, you know what? That's a tournament, not fucking gameplay on the computer. I take mulligans when I golf, too. I don't see fucking Tiger Woods doing that. I take gimmies on the green.
And Anthony seems to think that just because Microsoft won't ban you from Xbox Live for using it, that it's morally okay to use it during a multiplayer session.
It's allowed.
It's allowed because it's just simply a third-player device. Because there's there's no official. You're not hacking anything. You're not altering any code maliciously in any way.
No.
So that's Microsoft's stance. But I think morally, your fellow gamer is like, fuck you.
Well, you know what? When I have 2 kills
give him
and 51 deaths with the controller, I've had it.
Well, I wasn't a happy boy, switching over from PC gaming. Can you shut the fuck up over there?
Yeah, I got rid of him.
I wasn't happy going from PC gaming to the controller with everything.
Yeah.
It was difficult, but you just gotta.
Yeah,
that's where it's going.
I will be honest with you. Before I got the Zim and I got the game and I was playing it yesterday, I was getting better with the controller. But
just keep going.
No, this is fucking great
because other people are out there using this.
Well,
so you might as well use whatever is available to you.
Great point is coming in on my Twitter. Somebody said
you might as well.
Steroids are available to everyone, and that's cheating.
It's
illegal.
Caught.
If you get caught.
This isn't illegal.
If you get caught.
Wonderful.
But it's an edge-giving thing, and it's available to everybody.
It makes up for my fucking upbringing and my lack of... It's affirmative action for gaming.
Exactly.
I am a poor black boy as far as gaming goes, and I need a boost.
Guy.
Yeah, but you know what it is? It's the game that it's the big game that everyone's playing, and how embarrassing is it if you suck? And that's where it comes in. It's where it's like, I can't suck. I have to be better than suck. And I'll spend money on third-party peripherals to do whatever it takes to make sure that I'm not eating my ass in public every day of the week.
You know what? I'd rather be able to run toward an open doorway, right? Spin around backwards and run through the door backwards while I'm covering myself, then forward in slow motion, not even be able to get through the door because I'm bouncing off the door jamb.
You don't have
because I can't even figure out how to go through an open door.
You can't buy your way to the best of everything.
Yes, I can.
Maybe this could just be something that you're not good at.
No, I rule now.
You're not good at the game.
I rule now with
just
the
not good at
Zim.
it.
Ant is sticking up for the middle-aged man.
I love
we
it.
want a game too.
I thought you were a child of the 80s.
Wow. Oops.
I love the Zim and fucking
stick up for us, brother.
Yeah.
Stick up for us.
Black Ops 2.
Yeah, go
That's
use your,
right.
Go use your fucking mouse and keyboard for Donkey Kong. Which?
Oh, man.
Wow.
Is it left shift or right control that jumps over the barrel?
Jesus.
I'm all for this, Sim.
You know, the Zim rules.
Zim.
The Zim rules, and fucking Black Ops 2 is the shit. It's a pisser. I was playing last night for hours on end. I fell asleep. Literally fell asleep playing the game.
Oh, we got.
hold
on. We got someone that has been listening, and he's got a very good observation. Jeremy in Dallas. Jeremy.
Hey, Danny is a communist. Ant is using his means to get a leg up at capitalism at work. Good work.
Good work, Anthony.
I don't think that was really a compliment here. I don't think he was really on my side, that guy.
By the way, Jeremy, you're going to the Addison Improv to see little Jimmy Norton.
I certainly am. I can't wait to see little Jimmy.
Oh, the laughs are going to be abundant.
Starting tonight, so get your friends to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have radio down there that we could depend on anymore. No.
So you use the Konami code in Contra, but you beat the game, but you just tell everybody that you beat Contra?
No, I don't use cheat codes when I play single-player games either. I made it through the original Half-Life years ago without any cheat codes.
Wow,
yeah.
really?
Very difficult.
Yeah, but you had to use a mouse and keyboard, you big faggot.
Well, it was a PC.
Hold on, man. Let's go to Mike in Delaware. The observations are coming in. Go ahead, Mikey.
Yeah, Danny has to realize it'd be no different than somebody wearing a pair of glasses.
Nice.
Oh. It's the handicap that Anthony has.
It's cheating.
And we all know
another middle-aged problem.
Yeah, but I'm not trying to see better than other people in some kind of public forum.
Hi, Danny. What about a big screen TV, Turtle Beach headphones, so you get the ambient sound behind you and shit like that? What about all that stuff that makes the experience easier?
That's all stuff that's coming out of it's coming out of the game. Like 5.1 sound is provided to you, and if you're not taking advantage of the 5.1 sound, then
this hooks right up to it.
Yeah, but you're
no code.
You can't just. But hang on, you can't just plug. Okay, so can you plug a keyboard and a mouse directly into your Xbox and play the game?
No, I need
then go fuck yourself. Sorry, you need something to interfere with it.
I don't know.
You need something to interface with it.
It's just a game.
Yes, that's what we're doing.
Yeah,
you're manipulating code.
Well,
and when the game spits out a big screen, 1,080 lines of resolution and 5.1 different audio channels, you're not manipulating anything.
You know what? Right. We got another observation coming in. It's still out for debate here. Greg in D.C., go ahead.
No, it's not. I won this a million years ago.
Nope. Go ahead, Greg.
Yeah, gentlemen, I'm a middle-aged man who has sex with women.
Whoa.
So I don't have time to sit in front of a computer all day, every day.
Oh, do ya? Do ya?
This argument was coming. Somebody said something the other day. Like, I don't have time for video. I'm out banging shit.
Bang chicks.
But how do you not find the humor?
It is funny.
All right, good.
But he's an asshole.
It was
I love how he's. Hey, gentlemen.
Somebody said, I don't have time to read The Walking Dead. I'm out banging. I'm just like, if you read The Walking Dead comic books, you can bang girls who have read it.
Right. It's a good way in.
But hold on. Greg in D.C., I think, is siding with you, Anthony. Basically, he's saying because he bangs chicks, he doesn't have time to figure out the controller for Call of Duty.
Oh, is that what we're saying?
So he's going to go with what he...
Even that's stupid.
Why?
I'm banging chicks.
That's right.
Are you banging chicks?
Greg, you tell him. You are, right, sir?
Oh, God.
Yes, I'm banging chicks. Yes.
All right.
Well, then why would you do the Steve voice?
I know.
Let's go to Canada. Kelly.
Hey, how's it going?
Hi, girl name.
Oh,
Good
thanks.
evening.
No, I was just going to side with Anthony on this one. No, there is no edge because those guys are wired in with that joystick sensitivity set so high.
Well, that's true,
that
too.
it isn't going to matter what he does.
What?
Yeah, you could set the joystick sensitivity on the controller so you can spin around in a snap That's what the guys really.
Oh, is that what you're trying to say?
The people that are playing are really good at it.
No, I still think there's definitely you're holding you're in a completely different way. It's a completely different avenue of playing the game.
There's no more of an advantage.
So why can't he play on a PC?
Because my friends are on the Xbox.
So then play with an Xbox controller.
How am I supposed to play with drunk golf pro?
You learn on a controller.
How am I going to play with drunk golf pro and fucking and big duties?
We're done learning at our age.
Yeah, exactly. If Anthony can't learn that 1963 in the South is over, how do you expect him to get on a fucking joystick? Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hey, if people think I get an advantage doing this, then let them fucking pick it up and they can have an advantage.
No one wants to spend another $100 to play a fucking video game.
We live in America. Sorry, Russia. Maybe in Russia they could play that game.
That's right. Putin would do it.
Answer this question. So you could readily admit that without this, you're decidedly worse.
I suck.
So then it gives you an advantage.
It gives me an advantage over myself playing with a shitty controller.
But there's a lot of people who suck just as bad as you. And and then you have an advantage over them. So now you're leaping over people who are your equals from simply buying a peripheral.
You've made your point, and now we got the observations continuing to come in. Steve and PA. Steve.
Yes.
All right, little Jimmy, you're cheating. Give up your sleep apnea mask.
There you go.
Yeah. That's true.
There you go.
I'm buying, what is it, a periphery?
That's right. He should be dead.
Yes. Yeah, my soft palate and tongue have been complaining. We're trying to murder this fat-titted zilch, and you're keeping him alive.
It's cheating, though, Jimmy.
Stop buying third-party peripherals to keep your lungs open.
So an optic on a rifle is cheating.
We're not. We're talking about competing, a friendly competition with friends here.
Yeah.
And when everybody is competing in the same way, when it's to be assumed that everybody is playing in the same way with the same device, that's the purpose of console gaming versus PC gaming. PC gaming, people don't like PC. You know why no one plays PC games? Because everybody's computer is completely different, and whoever let the best PC win. Console gaming evens the playing field, so everybody is on the same shit. Now you're taking that equation away, and you want to throw away the controller, and you want to put your mouse and keyboard on, and that defeats the purpose.
It's just the interface
of multiplayer
between me
console gaming.
and the machine.
Fine, go and do it on a computer.
Not changing the machine, though.
I'm not saying that no one should. You could do whatever you want, but it's shitty and you shouldn't do it.
All right, let's go to George.
No, I love
George
it.
has a very good observation coming in. George.
Yes, my brother and me play a game all the time.
My brother and I.
Is it Undie Flip?
Yeah. Anthony's right. There's no level playing field on that game. They have controllers that's got buttons on the back of them, faster triggers, all sorts of things. Not only the speed of the cable has got a lot to do with it. I mean, there's no local level.
The problem is everyone's doing it, so you can't control it at this point. So you might as well get the reefers. You might as well get the best fucking controller you can get.
Third-party controllers that are fucking tricked out.
But what about the tricked out controllers?
But you know what? Here's the thing about the controllers. When you hit that little Xbox button, it turns your Xbox on because it was designed for the Xbox. This is not designed to be made officially with the Xbox. The third-party controllers that you're talking about are all officially licensed products. These are not. This is not an officially licensed product.
Oh well.
And you're still interfering with the mechanics of the game.
A controller plugs into it.
Are we ready for the? You're gonna have to agree to disagree portion of the argument yet?
I mean, I don't even care. I don't even play Call of Duty anymore, so I don't even give a fuck. I'm just saying that that if you need a controller and a mouse to play an Xbox game, then you're a fag, and you should you should get better at it.
I'm a fag.
I fucking hate our listeners.
You should get better at it.
We've been talking about some great shit today, and the phone's just like crickets. But they're all about it.
Well, it's a giant game.
It's a microcosm, Opie, into society.
There you go. Some of the calls coming in, we could take whatever you want. I'm a PC gamer. There are games that you could do so much more with the keyboard mouse. That came in a couple times, matter of fact.
Yeah.
Then you got, what does Danny think about modded
controllers?
You just sort of talked about that, right? Is Danny bitter because Anthony has been kicking his ass in the game?
No, he doesn't.
No, I don't I don't have the game, and I don't.
I agree with Danny. You have an advantage, but the problem is you're playing with idiots that aren't gonna, keep it fair.
Keep it fair, huh?
How do you keep it fair if no one else is going to keep it fair? Golfers use different putters on the green. They don't use the same putter on the green.
There's another call coming in. It's Jim from New York.
Yeah.
And he says, it's a fucking video game.
I love it.
I mean, it certainly is an argument that gamers have had for many years.
The people who are going to call in and defend Anthony are going to be the people who suck at Call of Duty. And the people who are going to call in and say, and that are going to be in defense of me, are going to be the people who know how to use an Xbox controller functionally enough to not suck at a video game.
They'd probably say, bring it. I don't care about your mouse and keyboard. I'll kick your ass anyway.
You know what? Probably.
Yeah.
I used to love gaming, but the console, I just couldn't fucking figure it out. I wanted to play the hockey games and all that shit.
Yeah, but in your hand, you're
on the
holding
PlayStation,
it, you're trying to work your
and
fucking...
it's our middle-aged stupid brains. It's like trying to learn a language at this age. It's impossible.
I am not going to fess up to that.
Have you tried
I'm just going to
Rosetta
say
Stone?
it doesn't work.
Oh,
It
you're
has
not going to
nothing-
confess that you're as stupid as I am?
No, it has nothing to do with like age. It's the interface.
I think it is an age
as
thing, though.
comfortable in my hands.
But
I don't like holding the controller. I like the controller flat on the fucking table.
Sit at your desk and play it on your PC.
No, because my friends are on there.
Get new friends.
Now I got an issue with you. I think it is age. Why do the kids figure it out like it's nothing and we can't?
Because they want to sit on your lap.
You've played enough video games, but that you should have been able to figure out that console by now.
Well, because
so
I don't
what's
like
the problem?
I don't like.
He likes to drink. He wants his hands free, so he
Right.
can reach over and grab a beer.
Exactly.
And that's how Anthony plays.
I can do that. It's great.
With a console, it's harder.
Yes.
I say we just stink at this age at learning new shit.
No, it's
and one of them is figuring out that controller for the complicated
First of all, I'm now in a position where I have to hold the controller, work my pointer finger to fire, and work my thumb to move the fucking guy. It's too much shit.
But a 12-year-old picks it up like it's nothing.
Well, yeah, but it's too much shit
It's
to be
too
accurate.
much shit to be accurate, yet it's the best-selling game franchise ever.
Well, you know what?
But it sucks so much that it needs other things to help it.
I didn't say it sucks so much. I love playing
It's
it
so
even with the
inaccurate.
controller.
It's so inaccurate that you need third-party peripherals to enjoy the game the way it's meant to be enjoyed.
I love playing it even with the controller because it's a fun game. I really do like it. But when you watch, especially the last shot, and you see slow motion, they show the last shot of the round and who killed the last person. A lot of the shots are like way to the left, and then they walk it in right. Like even people that are good, it's the controller itself is inherently inaccurate.
So Xbox made a faulty control system.
No, it's their controller. But I think a keyboard and mouse is a lot more accurate.
Well, then you're a PC gamer. Period. That's the argument here, is that you want to play PC games, but since no one plays PC games and you're the last person, you have to bring your keyboard and mouse over to the Xbox.
But that's where Coke Logic is.
Is he good?
And something tells me he probably just plays with a controller.
Probably does.
And kicks the shit out of you.
And Drunk Golf Pro.
I
And
have something that can bring us all together.
Titties?
Oh, what do you got, buddy?
We have uploaded 8 of our Erock jingles.
We're back to that.
So
to
technically
SoundCloud.
titties.
So if you go to soundcloud.com/Opie Anthony.
Opie Anthony.
Opie Anthony.
No end.
There's 8 of our Erock jingles.
And do we have a
also
link on the
post-
Facebook
The link
page?
is on the Facebook page.
And how do I link that shit? I'll link that shit on my Twitter. Fuck that. People need to hear these things.
And what am I doing? I'm on a tennis ball. Because I worked out a lot yesterday. My fucking back is killing me. So while you guys are talking, I'm just on the tennis ball on my back. It's brilliant.
For the most hardcore gamers, Zim offers additional advanced options for further intricate refinement.
There you
That's
go.
what you're doing. You're just
That sounds
refining
good.
your gameplay.
You're a reformed. You're a what's the word? Refined
good.
gamer.
I can program the keyboard for whatever buttons that are on the controller.
Through Smart Translator, Zim is able to provide unparalleled mouse precision, unachievable by any other gaming adapter available.
Nice.
Adapter, exactly.
That's good.
It's fucking killer.
Using the
It's
tools
great.
available to you, and
You're not going to stop
fucking
using
thing
it, are
moves.
you?
Fuck no! I've taken heads off across maps. It's great.
Yeah,
I don't have a problem with
And
cheating,
meanwhile,
it's fine.
if you didn't have it, you'd be spinning in circles, fucking flashbanging yourself.
Right. Falling off the fucking ladder
So you know
halfway
what?
up.
I don't want to play with you
Knifing
anymore.
the air.
But yeah, terrible. Oh, that's another thing with the fucking controller. That's what I've been doing. The knife is the same fucking joystick as you move with, but you push it for the knife stab. How many times I try to fucking move and shoot, and my knife is out at 50 yards. I'm stabbing the air, and I get shot.
You know what I always see on YouTube? People missing with their knives on YouTube.
I miss with the knife.
You know
I
what that
pull
would
the
look
fucking
like
knife out.
in real life? Like just some like retarded army guy just running around. Like...
I have my gun, I lift it up to fire, and then instead of shooting, I pull my knife out and start stabbing at somebody that's 20 feet away from me.
Would you buy a controller for a baseball game that had a home run button?
It doesn't have a home run button. It doesn't have a button that says instantly kill guy in front of you. I have to aim, point, aim, shoot, move.
Hit right trigger for triple play. Okay.
No. It's wonderful, and I'm going to continue using it because it's marvelous.
I haven't played yet.
It's marvelous.
Are you going to play with a keyboard and mouse or with a big boy controller?
I'll play with a big boy controller.
But are you going to play multiplayer with all these cheats out there?
Yeah, that's the only reason I like playing that game. I like to play with all of our internet friends.
Don't click the L move button then, Ant. I'm trying to move and shoot at the same fucking time. How do you not hit that goddamn thing and pull that stupid knife out? You know how many times I try to shoot someone and the knife comes out?
Didn't you say 10 minutes ago that you could change all the buttons around in game to wherever you want them? Just change stab.
Yeah, but where are you going to put it? I mean, really?
No, but caps lock.
Well, I have that somewhere. I have left control is used for something.
What is print screen? What do you have that? Is that the heartbeat monitor pops up?
No,
for print screen?
Actually, I'm not using print screen. Reload's nice. A quick button right off of the moving buttons. Yeah.
All right, agree to disagree.
After you shoot somebody, you should tell them that you used that.
Oh, yeah?
Just to annoy them. Just to fucking annoy them.
Just to rub it in.
That's how I did
What's it called? A zim?
Right.
Yes. So you've been zimmed, bitch.
Just zimmed you.
I'm the zim kid.
Yeah, that should just be your name.
It's a recreational activity. I love it. Why not? Who cares?
Oh, it's wonderful.
Your entire Call of Duty record, your entire Xbox Live account should just have an asterisk on it.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, you're the Barry Bonds.
Ooh, you're part
Lance
of the
Armstrong.
steroid era.
Yeah. I'm like the Lance Armstrong of the game.
They'll figure it out eventually, but right now it's...
Yeah, but you have to be good to be the Lance Armstrong of the game.
Oh, shit.
Like you have a zim and you're still mediocre.
I'm kicking ass now. I'm kicking ass now.
You must have not had the zim for that last...
Are you going to play today?
We played.
Well, I did.
Are you playing today?
I'm playing today.
But your eyes are fucked up.
You get on there. I don't care. I'll fucking Visine the shit out of them and keep playing.
Do you have gaming glasses yet?
No. I don't need them because the TV's far enough away.
That's not the problem.
No.
Close.
No, it's just keeping your eyes open for so long.
It's just, they're open and constantly moving around like fucking...
Is there a way to figure that shit out so you don't get that weird eye headache?
No.
Just have people
stand
above
moist. The human part of it.
Not do it.
The game.
Yeah.
The game.
Look at tranny porn.
Is cheaper than the zim. Okay?
Yeah.
So why did you beg for the free game and then pay for the zim?
But because they wouldn't give me the free zim.
You should get in touch with Zim.
Yeah, definitely.
And it doesn't matter how much money
You've given them more.
It's great getting free shit.
Any other radio show.
That is true. Yeah.
Yeah, we should get a lot more games.
Yeah, half these assholes out there had no idea. Now they're ordering one. Oh, I could kick ass in Call of Duty. Let me get this.
I'm going to kick ass.
I've been sucking dicks for 5 years. Now I'm going to be good.
Exactly.
All right, we're going to agree to disagree so we could go back to break, do some other shit.
No, I'm not agreeing.
Agreeing to disagree?
And agree to disagree.
I'm agreeing that I'm going to continue using this.
There you go.
And fucking taking headshots from clean across the map.
I saw on Twitter Eric purchased Call of Duty yesterday, so maybe you can play with him today.
Erock, what's your gamer tag?
Erock Radio.
All right.
I had to stop myself.
You're not going to play. It doesn't matter.
I know. What?
You're not playing with me. It doesn't
Why
matter.
not? We all play together.
Look at him. He's like the kid in the schoolyard. You don't want to play with me. Let's all get together.
He's like Ralph
like
Wiggum.
me.
Let's all have a game.
My friends like me. My wife likes me.
Yeah, but they're all chewing the same piece of gum, though.
Oh, shit.
It's not like one person had Chuli's gum and everybody else haven't tried it.
Why don't you just have a stick of Chuli's? Oh, man.
You're not going to like my fighting style.
Exactly.
What's your fighting style? You're a knife guy?
No, I just crouch down somewhere and I shoot at objects.
And shit on the side of the expressway?
That don't have any...
Eric hides. You're a hider, aren't
that.
you?
Oh, you're camp?
You just yeah, you're a camper.
No. I just crouch down in spot and I shoot at things that have nothing to do with
He
the game
even doesn't
going on.
move in games.
Oh, look who's talking.
Whoa! I don't even understand that.
I don't know. I just figured I'd go, whoa!
Yeah, what does that even mean?
What does that mean,
You
Erock?
were participating in the game discussion, and now you're
Oh,
chiming in.
shit.
I participated.
Oh, you're chiming in.
I participated, but I don't play Call of Duty. I gave my little dumb 2 cents. I openly admitted I can't fucking play these complicated games because I couldn't figure out the controller.
Opie just chiming in now.
I'm not good at the multiplayer sections when you're on like
Or
aircraft
radio.
carriers or the yachts.
You
can
fall
stop
off
into the water.
You're constantly falling off into the water.
That should have been a period, but all right. There's a comma in there.
Oh, man. Well,
yeah, it sounds to me like you're trying to control everything from that thing.
All right.
I'll log on tonight there. And
I'm looking at the instruction manual for this thing. Let it load up for a second. Yeah, hang on.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's the matter? You
hold
don't.
on. Page 2. The advantage of Zim Edge.
Well,
keep telling me how there's no advantage.
It's an advantage over using the controller when you can't use the controller.
I just like that was the first thing I saw there.
What's the advantage? What's it say?
Next generates bullet points, actually.
Yeah. Great. Yeah. To think it should say fucking rules.
Yeah.
Fucking amazing.
You're not going to stop using it?
No.
I love that.
Oh, man. It's
but
so
you know
nice.
what? Now listeners will get an even bigger kick out of killing Anthony because they know what an advantage.
He's the Zim kid.
Zim kid.
Anybody who's playing later today with what is it, Noodles?
Noodles 61.
61. Please kick the fucking piss out of him with your Xbox controller.
You know what, Danny?
With
even
your Xbox controller.
Even without saying that, that's what they do. I get shot a lot.
Still fun.
But,
as long as you have fun.
It's online now.
Nice.
I'll tweet it. Opie Radio on Twitter. I'll give you the fucking Erock jingles.
Are you having more fun with the Zim than you did before it?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Then that's all that
There,
matters.
that's all that matters,
counts,
Jimmy.
really.
Isn't
that all?
entertainment.
Okay, so
Really
so
counts.
if the game is more enjoyable, play the single player campaign and then play with multiplayer with the controller. That way you could have your Zimness that makes you get through the game the way you'd like, and then you could get on an even playing field with the rest of the gaming community.
No, Danny, in the world that is the game and my gaming friends, I don't want to be the kid from Saturday Night Fever with the platform shoes.
But there's a kid with those shoes in every game.
It ain't going to be me. I don't want to be that guy. I was that guy too long with the fucking thumb controller.
Just admit.
He's not going to admit.
Just admit that whole thing, and that this gives you the opportunity to not be that guy, and that's the only reason why you're using it, is because it obviously makes you better than Controller Boy.
Yes, because
you can't hang. You can't hang.
No,
just admit that you can't hang.
I've tried.
You can't.
The controller is cumbersome.
You cannot hang with COD.
Cumbersome.
You can't hang.
I could hang with my mouse and keyboard. I'll fucking hang a gun out a window and blow someone's head off clean across the map. That's how I hang.
All right,
you should spin as fast as you want.
All of Eric's jingles already have hundreds of listens.
Wow, we're all gonna tweet them. Listen, as we go to break here, we got two people on the line. One coming from Atlanta, and one coming from Texas, just to see little Jimmy Norton.
Oh, good.
They're driving 5 hours to see you at the Addison Improv, Jimmy.
Oh, good.
Starting tonight in the Dallas area. So very, very cool.
Jimmy, don't even do it live. Just tape it. It's the same. It's not different.
The shows start tonight, right?
But I would if there's something that if something that makes my job easier, I would be happy to take it. Well, no, that's
just
cheating.
show them an old set that you've recorded and just be like, "Here's my show, guys."
Speaking of old sets I've recorded, good segue.
He did that. He did exactly that. He took an old set and put it on CD. You idiot.
Yeah, but people aren't going to a comedy club to listen to it.
No Baby for You comes out December 11th. It's a set I taped a few years ago.
It's a wonderful set too.
Yeah, I love the set. I'm happy with it, but I'm letting people know because I don't want anybody to think that I'm.
Yeah, of course. You're being fair about it.
Yeah, if you don't like that material,
Anthony just hides behind.
This is my fucking Zim CD. I got my fucking Zim CD, and I want to make lots of money with it.
We're going to go to break with a old clip of a kid playing Call of Duty, Call of Duty, and he's cursing and shit, and his mom gets it. That's the one where his mom gets
Is this the kid that wants the chocolate milk?
Yeah. Yeah, we haven't played this in a while, but it's perfect for today, so check it out.
Playing that. Why? I need it up. No, I have to. It's a clean mat. I have to. Stop. No, I have to. Mom, it's a clean mat. You're messing me up. You're messing me up. You're messing me up. You're messing me up, Mom. It's a clean mat. You're messing me up. Stop. You're messing me up. You're messing me up. Do it down low. No, don't turn it off. Well, why can't I have it up loud? You're not in bed yet. Well, I need it up loud. Mom, I need it up. Whatever. I need it up. Why will I have to get off? Why? That's stupid. You always do that all the time. You never let me play it. You always get off. You have to get off. It's time to get off. I'm going to bed. Time to get off. Turn it down. You never let me have it up loud. This weekend you're like, yo, it's not, during the weekend you're up as loud as you want. It's a weekend right now, so I get it up as loud as I want. Why? 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 Okay. Why? Why? Why do I have to... I want to play. But that doesn't mean that I should have to get off. No? That's bull. I want chocolate milk, not this. You said that you didn't bring me a drink. I don't want a Mountain Dew. I want chocolate milk now. I want chocolate milk now. I want chocolate milk now. Why? That's what I want. Why can't you get it? Yes. Mom. Get it. Get it. Get it. Mom, please get it. Why? That's bullshit. You said you didn't give me a drink and you lied. No. You said you could give me whatever I wanted to drink, and I said a Mountain Dew, and now I want chocolate milk. You're mean! You bitch! What? I want some fucking chocolate milk. Why would I get in trouble? You said you'd bring me whatever I wanted to drink, and now you won't. That means you're lying. No. Bring me chocolate milk. Why? I want some motherfucking chocolate milk. I don't have to get up. You said that you'd get it for me. Why? That's bullshit. That's bullshit. That's fucked up. I don't have to do shit. It's bullshit.
Sirius XM.
To see a little bit clearer. The rotten and evil in me. Memories, I can't forget the curves of your body. And when I feel
What's the verdict on this song?
I like it.
Around the room.
I don't hate it. It's okay.
Danny? Nah,
take it away.
Yeah.
Okay. I like it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't download it.
It's all right. Yeah. Okay.
If I hear it, I'll listen. I don't go out of my way to...
So it's apathy.
To steal
That's
this
what
one.
we got.
I don't steal this one.
Okay.
I openly steal my music, though. Oops, that's cheating.
Yeah.
I shouldn't steal music. Hey, John Bon Jovi's daughter. This was very disturbing, huh? Arrested after a suspected heroin overdose. She's only 19 years old.
She was non-responsive in the paramedic.
Non-responsive.
Scary,
so
man.
she's extremely lucky.
That's
Erock
fucking
when we
scary.
need something from the...
Hey, yeah, exactly. Once you stop ODing on horse. I only use cool street terms.
Yes.
That's horrible, man.
Yeah.
She goes to college upstate. Was it Hamilton? Did they say
All right,
that?
Hamilton.
Oh,
Jesus.
Or is that from the other story?
Hold on, let me do that. Manny or Sal. Manny.
What do we know about her?
She's a cute girl. I mean, apparently does heroin. I mean, that's fucking scary for Bon Jovi.
19, doing
Facing drug
heroin,
charges. Yep.
ODing.
Hamilton
apparently,
College, yes.
Where's that?
Upstate New York.
Oh, it is East Bay. Okay.
Apparently not getting, maybe some of the family life she should be getting. Maybe John's out on the road a little too much.
Wow.
Maybe that happened.
Maybe, but also,
Wow, you just openly blamed him.
Yeah. Yes, I did.
I don't know, man. It could go either way with that shit.
I know. You could be very nurturing, and your kids turn into fucking assholes anyway.
Yeah. I had an extremely strict mom, as most of you know by now. So when I went to college, I was just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I wasn't really allowed to drink or anything around my house. There would be hell to pay.
Hell to pay.
So then I went to college. She probably assumed, I raised a good boy. He's not. He understands what alcohol's. I was a lunatic in college.
You know what it is?
I figured out years after college, but
you don't want to do H.
You don't want to do the H.
Guilty hell to pay. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's easy to say, maybe she wasn't getting the attention of John Bon Jovi, but I don't know. Maybe it was the other thing. They were too strict.
Yeah.
And then she let loose when she had her chance. Because I know when I had my chance, I let loose.
Yeah. Well, that's
what do you think, Jimmy? You know a thing or two about some of this shit.
I don't. I mean, again, I don't know the dynamics of them at all. But there really is only so much you can do. Somebody goes to college and gets wild. I mean, Dad being away is probably a a stretch for heroin use.
You think?
Like, yeah, like if that's a big one, and even if he was there all the time, it's one of those things where you're with the boyfriend probably has more influence in any, like, you know, when you're 19 than your fucking rock and roll dad, you probably ignore half the time.
I bet you we could go to the phones right now. There's a ton of fucking parents right now that can relate to this
on
shit.
both sides.
Where they go, we know we raised her in a very, you know, good way, in a good environment, and then blank happened. I think it's unpredictable, unfortunately.
Yeah. Being unresponsive is scary because that means that she was fucking just about dead or close to death.
Yeah, they're like, "Hey, get up," and she's like,
I mean, she just passed out. Okay.
Yeah, passed out.
He's got to be fucking panicking. Daughter overdosed on heroin
at 19. Jeez.
Oh boy,
it's horrible.
She's going right to rehab, I bet.
You think?
Yeah.
Like she got a talking to?
Yeah. On horse I ride. Is that a steel horse?
Oh.
I like calling heroin horse. So hopefully she'll be okay. Because I like Bon Jovi. I feel, you always feel bad when it's a guy you like and it's his family.
There certainly is a living on a prayer joke in there somewhere. Huh?
Oh, well, we can only hope.
Kind of just look at the songs.
Yikes.
Kind of twist it into some kind of comedy. We like, we like Bon Jovi. We like the guys. We like them all.
Sure.
What are you gonna
that
do?
one song he's got, fucking, that's amazing.
I'm a cowboy?
No.
Back.
I can't believe I never knew how pretty you are. Standing there looking all pretty and shit. Pretty and shit.
I can't.
I can't believe I never knew how pretty you are. Standing there looking all pretty and shit. Pretty and shit.
But you're not doing your trademark.
If I had $1 million, I'd give you half of it.
Half of it. Your fucking songs suck.
All right. You know what? I want to take just one of these because I know they're out there. Here's one right now.
It's cock.
Jason, North Carolina.
Morning, boys.
Morning.
Hi, Jason.
I was just going to say, I'm 30 now, and I have an identical twin brother who's also 30, and we both became heroin
start
addicts
Facebook?
at a young age. No, I hate Facebook. My brother's on Facebook. I'm not. I don't want people knowing what I'm doing. I'm too ashamed.
That's my Facebook.
Wait. So you're both 30, twin brothers, and you started doing heroin at a very young age.
Yeah, we were both completely hooked by 18. He stopped at 24, joined the Navy, and the rest of his life has been great. I didn't stop. I've been off and on, and I'm finally turning it around, I guess, in the last year or so. But we had a perfect upbringing. I mean, my parents were still together. I guess you could say upper middle class. We never worked for anything. I mean, we weren't spoiled as having Porsches as kids and stuff, but we didn't need for anything. And my parents always blame themselves, but I think that if I would have been raised poor, rich, or mediocre, that no matter what, I would have ended up doing heroin. It just seems like that I had that personality, and so did he. That nothing could have stopped us. You know.
Where were you when you started doing horse?
I was in Florida. I started on Oxycontin in Florida, and then, like everybody else that starts Oxy, you slowly can't afford it anymore, and you move on to heroin.
Yeah, from Oxy you go to Smack.
Stop. What's your fucking problem that you felt the need to do heroin?
I didn't have. That's the thing. I didn't have any problems.
He's trying to say he didn't. Because, I mean, he's old enough to now kind of hopefully be a bit honest with yourself.
Yeah.
Did your parents give you everything you needed when you were growing up? Did you ever have to work for anything?
No, I had to work. I mean, I started working at 16 and never stopped. But even when I had a heroin habit, I was still going to work.
Yeah,
they did help with, say, like, I got a flat tire, I didn't have any cash. They'd say, all right, we'll send you $200 to get your tire fixed. Shit like that. I mean, they didn't provide everything, but they helped.
The only experience I have is like, the rich kids that grew up around me, and we certainly weren't. They were the ones that were really fucked up, and they were the ones that always had everything they ever wanted or needed. And I wonder if that plays a part in this.
I never have any sympathy for fucking heroin, especially white heroin.
Yeah, what are you doing junk for?
Enough.
What do you mean, especially white heroin? What's the difference?
It's just fucking. It's more a chic thing to do. Like, oh, look at me, I do heroin, I'm cool.
Oh,
yeah.
Not for your fucking stupid heroin.
So you know people like that?
No.
Oh,
just imagine it.
I was too scared to even just get drunk.
Exactly.
How do you start doing heroin when you're still,
please,
under your parents' roof, more or less?
Yeah, you're 19 years old. You start chasing the dragon. What are you doing?
Well, Anthony, I mean, he's talked about taking Percocet and how he loves to feel like a Percocet. Just multiply.
No, he was talking about the type of breasts he likes.
By 100. And
Percocet. We you let us laugh?
That's fucking funny. A Percocet.
That's so dumb. In a good way, though.
No, sir. I've never taken Percocets.
You said that you've taken it and liked the feeling. If maybe it was Vicodin.
It was Vicodin, and I wasn't. It was for a tooth pulled. I had a tooth pulled, so I got
100 pills.
Yeah, I got 100
a 9-year
pills.
prescription for
The pain's almost gone.
Exactly. I still feel a tinge.
Yeah, Anthony and Wilson did it together on an island.
100 pills for a toothache.
Yeah.
That would be a sick doctor.
18 prescriptions until 2020.
Anthony called Dr. Conrad Murray, and he hooked him up with him.
Wow.
I don't know. It seems to me when white teens take heroin that it is such a not even a cry for help. It's a fucking self-centered look at me. They love telling their friends they do it.
Doing horse.
It's just such fucking bullshit.
You think?
Yes.
Stop doing junk.
You think it's that easy?
Yeah.
You really do, huh?
Yeah.
Because I'm a parent
I don't
now.
know. I was
this shit
ashamed. I
scares the
didn't tell
fuck out of
anybody
me.
I was on, and I think you're wrong.
You thought it was cool, don't you?
Yeah.
I bet you're on Benny's too. Benny's and Dexies.
Yeah. Uppers, downers.
Yeah.
When
Goofballs.
I was doing it, I knew I was destroying myself. I knew I was ruining my life, but I just loved the feeling too much. I mean, it's like taking Vicodin. Only multiply that feeling by 1,000, and that's heroin.
Please.
All right. Here's
that's what happens when a mongoloid gets a teabag somebody. They get goofballs.
Smell like onions and fucking dirt in the yard. Just from sitting there all the time in shorts getting fucking pinworm.
Onions and frustration at math.
You know what makes us really happy? It makes us feel good, Jason? Warm Pop-Tarts, and they are arriving.
Ah, yeah, here it is.
Jason...
The white man's burden, Lloyd. The white man's burden.
We only have one toaster?
I gotta go, boys. I'm at the methadone clinic.
What's the matter?
Sorry about
Gotta do some heroin?
At the clinic. I'm worried about him. He's a twin. He was with a girl named Abigail. They were doing junk.
What kind of junk, Quince?
They were doing heroin. Raised in a good upper middle class home. Never wanted for anything. I worry they're with the wrong girl.
I love it.
They cut it up on my girlfriend's ass. It was flatter than an album. They cut up the junk.
Quincy's girl's got a really flat ass. It's terrible. You see it at the beginning of the show.
Detective Monahan.
He's always ragging you, Quince.
Man, if this guy voted for Romney, you should have had a little more sympathy for him.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's one of your guys, man.
My guy.
Yeah, because he's white like your heroin.
All right, man.
I prefer brown heroin, like Sam. Sam's dark hair. One time, my girlfriend found a bunch of dark Asian hairs in my underpants.
Uh-oh.
I had no explanation.
You don't even know where they came from, Quince?
I said it was an autopsy.
Autopsying pubes in your underwear.
Yeah, I said he was so dead I jumped for joy and scraped the table.
You want another story?
About
the H?
All right.
Another story. We got Nick. Nick, what do you got, buddy?
Oh, just glad you got here in time.
So, my father's a judge and my mother's a high school guidance counselor. I was raised perfectly, and I wound up becoming a really bad addict. Started out with psychedelics, led to Oxycontins, and then when I got into the heroin is when I decided it was time for rehab.
Oh, boy.
How old are you, sir?
Me? 33.
Don't forget you were raised by law and order people, though. Guidance counselor is like a school person, and a judge is a judge.
Maybe you always had to be on the straight and narrow or arrow. Straight and narrow, I would say. Sure.
Something like that.
And maybe that influenced you in a way. You knew you couldn't ever get away with any shit having a father that was a judge and a mom as a guidance counselor. I don't know.
My father actually arraigned my doctor when she got arrested for prescribing pills to people. Kind of weird.
Whoa.
Are you clean now?
Yeah, 5 years. Got my own business. Now I'm voting for Republicans because I'm worried about my taxes. It's possible.
It's possible. Well, good for you, man.
Yeah. So I've been listening to you guys a long time, man. Before Jimmy was part of the show permanently.
Whoa.
You insulting me, sir?
And he's not permanent yet.
Yeah.
We're still deciding on that.
Jimmy.
Yeah, he's still on the bubble.
All right, Nick.
All right, boys.
Thank you.
Punching out.
Yep.
By the way, I have to say to King Clark on Twitter, and I very rarely will bring out Twitter people's names in public, you're just a fucking blocked cunt.
Oh.
God, fuck you and your obsession with politics. I got mentioned on and he's not even being that insulting, but this is why I despise people. If LOL, you were mentioned on Imus. No surprise. I'll bet
you don't do
they as your name on Fox and Friends as well. Your conservative BS is coming to an end. Feel free to invest in a time machine which can transport you and your fellow neocons back to 1952. First of all, you blocked fucking cunt. First of all, gay marriage and all that shit that I'm for. Yeah, real neocon views. Second of all, Imus probably mentions me because I fucking stuck up for him in my HBO special, and this show has a relationship with him. Third of all, it just feels good to block you, you fucking fruity, boring, fucking politically obsessed liberal.
Yeah.
Fuck you and your fake Twitter name, cunt.
I'd hop in a time machine if I thought for a second in this environment that we could actually build one.
Yeah.
Get the technology.
You know what, though?
It would be built in China.
If you could have a time machine and you could go back somewhere in the last 70 years, where would you go?
No.
I'd go to a water fountain.
Way back. I go way back. I go back to 1937.
No, you got to live in this.
Yeah, the old days, high school.
Early 70s.
High school.
Man.
I'll go 50s. I want to live in that there could be a nuclear war at any time mentality, like that whole vibe that was going on. Like, I just got my new bomb shelter. Joe, come check it out.
Sure.
Hey,
you
tell
come
him
home
about
and
it.
belt the wife in the face. Yes, Danny, they were wonderful times.
See, I hate this music. That's why I would have to kill myself.
This is bad music.
I'd have to bring some metal or something. I can't do this.
You'd freak people out.
They'd be like,
Oh, Marty, that was very interesting music, Marty.
I was doing the remix. Now I got my warm Pop-Tarts.
Nice.
If you went to the 50s and auto-tuned something, would they think you were a wizard?
Imagine that.
Wow, really? Imagine
Like,
that.
what is that?
That would be scary.
Elvis, fucking auto-tuned Elvis.
Yeah, or just like bring some Skrillex to the 40s.
Riding on the line.
You waking nothing but a hound dog. I'd be great back in the 50s. It'd be great knowing what you know.
To turn this devil music off.
Oh.
There was no one like him, though. There were other guys around at that time. This fucking guy stood out, man. And you know there were other guys trying to do the Elvis thing. You don't know their names, though.
Yeah.
But like doing it like half wrong, like half-assed.
Baby.
It's like the pelvis thrust, but it just came off all creepy. Like,
Looks all stupid. It looks like it's air humping, Fabian. Wasn't Fabian somebody that was supposed to be like Elvis?
Probably.
Yeah.
Fabian.
Shut up with this stupid mongoloid voice.
Oh, no. Not today. Not today. No. Our go-to material. We ran out of material, obviously. Fuck.
Will I plummet?
The engine's about to blow, baby.
Chantilly Lace. My body all over the place.
Pillow with some lace.
Chantilly Lace and my fucking face is on the wing.
Chantilly Lace. Propeller in my face.
These are all repeats. They have to be.
Erock would know. How many times have we done this bit, Erock? Would you guess?
Once a year since 2006.
You know what? This is the second time this year.
Yes.
I know that much.
Yes. What?
But he's acting.
But.
Oh, honey.
I didn't know you were asleep. I told you I was coming.
Oh, what I like.
Oh, what do you like?
Chantilly Lace had a pretty face, had a ponytail.
And the airplane's tail falling down. Make the world go round, round, round. Oh, God, this is
Oxygen masks falling.
Oh, boy. The video. You like the video, Jim?
Terrible.
He's got the phones, the different phones on the pedestals.
Stinks. Can you turn this off, Erock, please, for the love of God?
I think I think you're onto something. Going back in time, right? Mm-hmm. What would be the best thing to do?
The best thing to do.
Someone I think already has it. If you could go back in time, and maybe you could change history, all that shit.
Right.
What would be like the number one thing you would do?
You would change consoles so that they don't have controllers anymore. And they would all come prepackaged with keyboards and mice.
Nice.
This guy on line one has a really good one.
What would you do if you could go back in time?
Think history.
Anytime.
And now you already know what's going to happen. Obviously, this is Back to the Future shit. But what would you do?
Well, obviously, be the good guy and fucking choke Hitler in his crib?
No, why would you do that? Not the crib, Ant.
Yeah,
sorry.
But we are talking on that level.
Yeah.
Which one thing would you do for real?
But you can't, because that would change history so drastically that it would fuck shit up.
All of them would.
So you can't do it.
We learned from the Back to
Maybe
the
little things. Mm-hmm. You know what? I think if you had a time machine, let's say, I don't know. Go on the Titanic for a little while,
right, and
then get yourself off of it before it sinks.
How? let me go with the first one. Let me go with the first one, and then maybe you got one.
Okay.
Jim in Maryland. Jim.
Yeah, I'm right here.
Good morning.
Good morning, buddy.
It's weird. I was watching this movie last night, and I thought about it. Go back to the assassination of Kennedy.
Mm-hmm.
Film it so that you can actually film the knoll, the window, and everything.
Oh.
You're not changing
the window?
Mm-hmm. That's good, as opposed to stopping the assassination. That's good. Go back with your iPhone 5.
Just film it. Put World Star Hip Hop across it and put it online.
Yeah,
motherfucker! Yo, that nigga's hat flew off.
Why didn't Zapruder do that? Yo, World Star Hip Hop ass shit!
Your brains got blown the fuck out! Hit break him 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 out!
Yeah, look at that bitch. She be trying to grab me and
shit. Oh, yes.
Yeah, this ain't no Cowboys in this Dallas.
Questions that no one else can answer.
Yeah.
I like that you wouldn't stop the assassination.
Yeah, exactly.
In a weird way, I like that. But you would profit off it, making sure you got the perfect fucking video.
Why would you film that instead of putting a little fucking GoPro camera in Lincoln's booth at the fucking at that assassination? Something that's never been filmed in any way.
I don't think you can take back technology that wasn't made yet.
Oh, okay.
Who the fuck are you?
Yeah, we make our own rules.
Yeah, you got a time machine.
How the fuck are you going to travel back in time, you asshole?
Right, if you go back in time, you can take whatever you want from the current time and bring it with you.
What's a time machine made out of a wooden cask?
The second you go back before the time machine was invented, there's no more time machine. So what are you going to do? You're going to travel back 6 months ago?
Your time travel rules suck.
Yeah.
This don't make no sense.
None, Chip.
You're fucking zooted.
Well, fuck you. See you later.
All right,
Where would you put the camera though? Across the road, right?
No, I would just stand. Yeah, I would just stand facing that way from where the Moore one was. Oh, that's great.
The what?
Where the Moore photo or the Knicks picture was taken.
But there weren't a lot of people on that side.
Yeah, I would photograph the knoll.
You gotta be.
Or just go towards the grassy knoll. You get down by the fucking in front of the limo and you film the whole thing back up with the window. And you see Oswald's
You have the lens cap on your camera the whole time.
Something would happen.
Yeah.
Or you would just film it, and then you would come back in time and go, I got the Kennedy film. And they'd be like, what do you mean? And then you realize that film was taken already and nobody cared.
Yeah, because it would have been taken already.
Yeah. And you go back with the news, and people are like, we've seen this for 50 years. Buzz off.
You think someone had a better video that day?
No. There was a couple of videos. There was Zapruder. There was I think her name is Mary, something Moore. I don't remember. Mormon. No. She was filming her hat go up in the air. She missed the assassination.
But what if someone had a video and they were too scared to ever, come out in public and say it was taken away?
Maybe, but they
were scared shitless that day.
There was one video a woman took from the book depository building. But this dummy didn't know how to use the camera, so through the whole assassination, she's filming the trees.
Oh, right. Yep. I saw that.
Dumb broad.
What about people that might have done it and then sent it to get developed and it got destroyed at developing?
Look, man, I'm in that category. I don't appreciate what you just said.
Oh.
What?
Because when Sully was landing his plane in the Hudson River, literally right outside my fucking window, I, at the time, was not home, but there were a lot of people in my house with lots of video cameras laying around, and no one could figure out how to fucking get the camera working in time.
I'll give you the difference.
Dude, you know how much that video would be worth?
Make them do it again.
They saw it go pretty much right, well, it was below my window. That's how low the plane was.
Here's the difference.
And then it crashed in the Hudson River a mere 3 blocks from my house.
That's something so sudden that you'd have to get the camera, turn it on, and you'd miss the event.
That's true. Very
no,
hard to
but
do.
when the Kennedy was coming down, people were already filming him, and an event happened. Like, it isn't like...
You think it's a panic situation when that shit's going down?
Dude.
You forget how to turn the camera on and all that crap?
I would agree with you if they were already filming the Hudson River, and then Sully landed, and they pointed the camera down.
Oh, so you weren't talking about me. All right, I want to make sure.
Nah, because you don't think to grab a camera in that moment. You're watching a plane land on the Hudson River. You don't think about capturing it. You think about what the fuck is happening.
Well, what happens to your brain? Things you do, like, you don't even think twice about, but then you know it's so important, and all of a sudden these basic functions you can't do properly.
I can't do fast enough.
What is that about?
That's pretty good. Yeah, there's a few like security cameras. That's about it.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, a few security cams.
Yeah, that was it.
This thing flew right below our window.
I was fucking my ex-girlfriend in the ass when that happened.
Why are you offering that up?
Because I remember it was weird.
Because he was on the flight.
Yes, I mean metaphorically.
It is the famous, you know exactly where you were.
Yep.
And, you know, Jimmy makes a good point there, too. A lot of people were in horrific situations when these big world events happened.
Yeah, we were both, me and Sully were both dealing with some shit. But I was fucking her in the ass. And I remember because I talked about it on stage that night. Like, I could have been killed if that plane came. But I was fucking balls deep in asshole.
Wow.
And she was going,
Really?
taking some dick.
That's pretty cool, Jim. It's a cute story.
But he tells it like he just got a new kitten.
I know.
That's the beauty of it.
Yeah, I was fucking her in the ass.
It was adorable.
Oh, I like the animations that they made. Yeah, they show the...
But no one got this. There's a rumor that someone in our building has a video, and they will not give it up.
Why?
The doormen have told me a bunch of times. I don't know.
Why won't they give it up?
Because they probably don't want, you know, to be in the public eye, having the video and all that. Supposedly it was filmed from our building.
Wow.
Yeah.
Pete and Edna Goose.
But that's why I wonder about other world events, if there's better angles and stuff, but that shit never came forward for whatever reason.
Let me see that. Is that footage?
Boy, are they...
Wow, that's a wacky turn.
That's a wacky little... They're tracing the trail he made.
You see the turn there? I know this is fucking radio, and I wish we had a visual. You see where he's like,
it's like, I'm coming back.
No, the move was, I'm going to head toward Newark Airport.
Right,
and then went, fuck that, I'm not going to make it. And then that's the sharp left turn, and then he tries to straighten it out for the Hudson River.
It looks like he's trying to get over to Jersey.
Right.
Or maybe not, because he didn't turn from the initial takeoff. It looks like he went to turn to come back to LaGuardia.
Right.
And said, no, fuck that, and then went to turn to go to Jersey, and then said, fuck that, I'm going on the river.
Do you know how scared people must have been when they had to go and they saw the Jersey and New York on each side of them?
Dude, that's a sharp left. What does that feel like in a plane?
Oh, man.
We've all been in those banking turns, but that's way worse than a banking
and under no
turn.
power, so you're falling.
Oh, he lost both engines.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a third engine, though?
No, just two little old engines.
Oh, the bird flew into the engines. I never realized how pretty you were, standing there looking all pretty and shit.
Pretty and shit.
You didn't do the... Thank you.
I can't believe I never knew how pretty you are, standing there looking all pretty and shit.
It doesn't. It stinks. it's like it's not.
It's not good.
It's terrible. It's pretty. It's used twice and shit. What is that? Jim. Oh my god.
You don't think that one's good?
No, it's awful.
It's not awful.
Oh, it's terrible.
It's just Chip realizing something about someone.
He can't believe how pretty she is.
I can't believe I never knew how pretty you are, standing there looking all pretty and shit. Pretty and shit.
Like, why would he not know how pretty she is?
He just didn't realize it. And if he had $1 million, he'd give her half of it.
Yeah, it's part of the lyrics.
And then she's standing there looking, oh, let me think. Oh, all pretty and shit.
Yeah.
It's just so lame. I hate it.
Do you like that or Uncle Grody more?
Oh, Uncle Grody is... It's not even just Valley Jim anymore. He's talking about Uncle Grody.
Yeah.
By the way, Stephen King's last novel is about this going back and kind of changing history a little bit, right?
With Kennedy, yeah.
I have the book and I still haven't.
I've not read that either.
I hear it's good. Let me ask Bonnie if it's
Maybe
good.
he'll come on the fucking show and
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
That's right. He fucking hates us. Bonnie, what's
married
up?
to a retarded guy. Hi.
Oh.
Hi. Hey,
Oh, different Bonnie.
Do you guys want me to tell you about 1967? What happened?
It's not called 1967.
1963.
All right, I'm sorry.
It's
No,
called
I don't want to know.
1963.
I want to read the book.
Yeah, don't fucking
Yeah,
spurl it.
Don't give the spurl alert.
Good day, ma'am.
I want to read the book.
Bonnie.
Go back and buy New York, that guy would do. How would you buy New York, though?
For fucking with back then the Indians. Here's a rock with a letter on it.
I don't know.
You think they blew it?
Ah, they're the worst business people. Yeah, here's two squirrel pelts. Can I have the most valuable piece of property on earth? Fucking dopes. Jesus Christ, what shitty businessmen.
Oh, they really
What
were.
what was the official deal for Manhattan?
I
back
do
then?
the official deal was we'll give you 2 eggs and a fife.
They're mesmerized by the fife.
Yeah, here, look, you blow into it, it makes magic noises.
Now beat it, stupid.
Yeah, beat
this
it.
is ours now.
Beat it, dummy.
Head a little further west. We'll chase you to the ocean.
Yeah, beat it, dope. I have to put on $30 billion worth of buildings in real estate. You go over there and live in that fucking upside-down triangle fucking sheepskin house.
What was the deal? I gotta know now.
I've heard $25. I don't know if that's true.
$25?
Yeah. I bet $25. Maybe I'm just thinking of Mr. Harding and Cuckoo's Nest.
Maybe. How much was Manhattan? I want to think like 40 something.
It's probably worth more now.
Can we find that guy's ancestors so we can just point and laugh at him?
Man.
Yeah. Yes.
My buddy, you know my buddy Joe Curry, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
His father, no, it was his uncle or something. Yeah, it was uncle. One of his relatives had the patent for the refrigerated boxcar, like the train refrigerated boxcar. It was an old relative, obviously, like way back generations ago.
Right.
And he traded it for like booze at a bar.
Oh my God!
Like, just so he could drink.
Wow.
And poor Joe Curry is slaving away because one of his ancestors did.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, thanks to that guy, we have cold beer.
Yes, exactly.
Wow.
What a dumb drunk. I hope he killed himself.
I know, right? It's just terrible.
My friends had a bunch of patents, too. My mother had some. My
Oh,
father.
yeah? What did they patent?
Oswald.
Patent Oswald. Okay. Chip.
We got the answer?
All right.
Jimmy, read that. I can't read.
Paul Minute.
Well, I can read, but I can't read that.
Paul Minute is not mentioned explicitly.
Yeah, he was always quick.
Is not mentioned explicitly here. Acquired Manhattan in 1626 from Native American Lenape.
No. It's Chief Dumbella.
Whatever those people are called, in exchange for trade goods worth 60 guilders.
Nice.
Often said to be worth $24 US. Though by comparing the price of bread and other goods, it actually amounts to around $1,000 in modern currency.
You think Indians make themselves feel better in that tribe? Going, it's actually 1,000.
It's a grand. People say $25, but it was 1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine if we had Manhattan, how much that would suck owning this.
Worst deal in history.
Oh.
Terrible.
Some Indians got pissed off or something, I guess. Victoria's Secret was doing one of their fashion shows.
yeah.
Right.
And the hot fucking model is wearing an Indian headdress thing, a big, ceremonial, colorful feathers. It was real long and everything.
Sure.
It looked cool. It looked great. And then, we don't like that. And they discontinued using it. That's a load of shit. Why is that a big problem? Only they can wear it?
Well, they kind of feel, just their answer would be that they feel they're being, like that you wouldn't wear a Muslim headdress. They feel that that's their religion. Like it's become kind of cartoon, but that's their religion.
You think?
I mean, no, I've heard them say it. That's why I...
Oh, they've said that.
Yeah. That's why, it's the only reason I agree with them is because they made a reasonable explanation when I heard them talk about it.
Indians are very fucking sensitive. Holy shit.
What the fuck?
I know. Jesus, can't you just take a good raping and pillaging and having smallpox hats given to you? Jesus Christ, it was a Yankees hat with smallpox on it. Took Manhattan for $25. All they said is, hey, could you not wear our religious garb and strip shows? And we're like, go fuck yourselves.
And then we get mad at them for lending us payday loans at astronomical interest rates.
Crazy interest rates.
How come they get the casinos? I don't know, because they had everything at one point.
Oh, and when there was nothing here.
Yes.
Boy, did we show them how it's done. Exactly.
I don't mind. They're getting us back.
Yeah.
Like to see them fucking make a skyscraper stacking up those stupid teepees. They'd get fucking 2 floors and it would tip over.
Yeah.
They can't even put the second floor on a teepee.
No, you have to turn them upside down.
Yeah.
And someone has to live upside down.
That's stupid.
I told you when I went to Camp Mason, and it was over the summer, but we'd had a Halloween party, and I didn't have an outfit. So I went as backwards man, and I put my clothes on backwards. I was
the backwards man.
Backwards man.
Could you do that for us?
No, it was too good of a costume.
Backwards,
no,
man.
do it for us, though.
I'll do it when I come back.
What about the hair?
I just put a hat on.
Oh.
I was back.
Yeah, but you could draw a face on the back of your head.
You're ripping off Tom Green.
No, this is before Tom Green did it.
Oh, you ripped off Tom Green.
No,
He ripped
sir.
you off.
He ripped me off. I was 13.
He's the backwards man.
I like Tom Green.
I love Tom Green.
He's so
backwards.
He's so fucking weird.
This movie takes so much heat. It's like silly stupid. Like you can't not laugh at it. It's fucking retarded.
All right, Jimmy. Addison Improv, right?
Yeah.
Tonight,
tomorrow, Saturday.
Good. Fuck. I wish I could go.
Yeah, we went to Dallas. What was that, 2003?
I went a couple times. Dallas was a cool little city.
I'm going to see Tyson when I'm down there. He's invited me to the Cowboys game Sunday.
But Tyson doesn't live down there.
I guess he's going to be there for something.
Oh, nice.
But I can't go to the Cowboy game because I have to fly home. Oh. I would love to go to Texas
Why don't
Stadium.
you stay for a little while? Have you ever been to Texas Stadium?
No.
That's your opportunity.
I can't miss it.
When does Jim Norton enjoy himself? Jim Norton doesn't enjoy himself.
Jim Norton enjoys himself.
Does.
I'll tell you the moment Jim Norton enjoys himself.
Yeah, go ahead.
When those fingers go from behind, past the thighs, into the asshole.
You really like that?
Here's what it looks like a massage. Picture 2 fingers circling the event horizon of a black hole. How fast they get sucked in when they pass it.
Does your ass actually suck things into it like
nothing
that?
escapes my asshole, including Lee press-on nails and light.
And that's better than seeing Texas Stadium?
It's better than fucking owning Texas Stadium. Feeling those fingers plummet.
Fair enough. Addison Improv
God.
for Jim Norton. Go see him, motherfuckers.
Please.
Yeah, man. There's a few tickets available, right?
Yeah.
So you still have a chance to see Jimmy?
Yeah.
Tonight, Friday, and Saturday. Fucking Jets. Oh, Christ. Why are they on
That's how we're getting
TV?
there. Oh.
Rex Ryan standing by Sanchez. Jets players coming out saying that Tebow stinks.
T-blow.
The whole team is in a bad spot. And why would you put him on the team? Oh, that's because the owner wanted him. Woody wanted him.
Woody Johnson.
Rex Ryan never wanted Tim Tebow. It's pretty obvious now. All right, we'll take you out with this. Fuck it.
Thanksgiving to have a good time. It's Thanksgiving. We are gonna have a good time.
We'll be eating. Hey, we. She's gonna make the turkey potatoes. All right.
The Opie and Anthony Show. Opie and Anthony on Sirius XM.